That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts.
Some people don't know the struggle of being fucking black. We always get bullied. We always get bullied. 'Cause we are black. Black lives matter.
Happy anniversary, everybody.
What should die? So me.
111, never forget.
Yeah.
Might as well kill yourself.
Hood classic. Might as well kill yourself.
Matter.
Matter.
Oh, black lives matter.
Lives matter.
Black lives matter.
You know what's really funny?
Kill yourself.
Everybody, who cares? You're gonna make up for that space now. You're gonna donate, become a member.
Yeah. Kill yourself.
He's so funny. If you're trans, if you're white. I think someone tells me he did this between 2014 and 2015. You know that?
Yeah. What makes you think that?
Because it was Black Lives Matter was because this was found. Black Lives Matter. The first time I think was the incident that happened in St. Louis, the shooting, police shooting. It was
you actually don't need to.
Kind of like this one, as clean as anything.
Meski donated $5. 1,11 also some sorbal.
Your mom passed away?
Yeah.
What the fuck was that?
What? Oh God, Jesus Christ!
Jesus, I don't know what happened. We lost. Never forget. Yeah, we went fucking all offline. Hold on a second. I think I know what to do.
We need a goal as well too.
Yeah.
Damn, we're slacking.
What do you want? What do you want?
I'm gone for a bit.
Name the goal.
Let's see. Let me think.
Tell them to refresh in there.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we'll do. I need to think now. Refresh, guys. I can't even fucking spell refresh. There we go.
Yeah, refresh. Yeah, stroke. Yeah, I don't know. It's happening again. It happened a few times on Cafe too. Don't refresh.
Shut up, Lynn.
Yeah.
I will say we could do another movie night, I guess. We haven't done that.
All right, yeah, do another movie night. Yeah, okay.
October.
Okay. That sounds reasonable. Movie night. What movie should we do though? Thanks. No?
I don't know. It could be something you want to watch. I don't mind.
Let's watch a movie on Trekkers.
On Truckers?
On fucking Star Trek assholes. I don't know.
Oh,
that old movie. It's like I want to see look at Dorks of the Past. You know?
Yeah.
Dorks from the Past. Yeah.
We'll figure out what to watch because I'm trying. Also, do not go and see the movie Primate with your mother or any. It's a horror movie. It's got really like body horror a bit. So in the first like 2 minutes, a guy's face gets ripped off, and I took my mother to go see that.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
I don't know anybody goes to the movies anymore anyway. I mean, it's so lame.
It's not. I've actually been to quite a few movies recently.
Did you been home?
And I've really enjoyed it. Yeah. No,
you live far from a movie theater. It's such a pain in the ass to go to a movie over here.
30 minutes.
They closed one of our theaters too.
Really? They closed some of the ones here a couple of years back, but so there's one in like one town, one in another, and then you have to go basically down to the Sacramento area to get the good movies theaters. But what did I just saw Primate, saw Anaconda. That one was pretty funny.
Anaconda, like the fucking Ice Cube movie?
It's so not that one, but they remake Jack Black and Paul Rudd, and it's pretty funny. Ice Cube makes a cameo, and so does J-Lo.
So does J-Lo. I actually like the original Anaconda movie. Who is in that? Who else is in it? The bad guy. He played.
Yeah.
He's a good actor.
Let me find it.
A lot of actors. Was it Michael Rapaport?
John Voight, maybe.
John Voight, yeah, he's a great actor.
Owen Wilson was in it as well.
Owen Wilson,
Danny
that's
Trejo.
Right. Yeah, a lot of.
It had a pretty good cast.
Yeah.
Frank Welker was the actual Anaconda, but
that was really for J-Lo though, to kind of like expose her. If I remember correctly. She's not that great an actress, so people just like go in to see it.
I'm sorry, Lynn. It's I've had a lot on my plate. It will get sorted because I need to ask you something anyways. So
yes, you'll know soon.
Yeah.
No. Let's see.
What else have I seen? I saw Running Man, Long Walk. I just recently watched Sinners as well. I didn't think I'd like it, but I did like it quite a bit.
Me and Tommy watched Running Man, the original, during Christmas.
Oh yeah, the new one. It started off strong, but then it fizzled out like 75% of the way through, and then it's like the ending was just so sped up and just like kind of brain dead. But they did honor kind of the old one. They had like, I can't remember what they had, but they had Arnold Schwarzenegger not in it, but he was like his face was used as something, might have been money or something.
Oh really?
So I thought that was kind of interesting and kind of cute.
That would be so funny. This need to be touched.
You didn't post the goal apparently.
I didn't post the goal.
Oh, probably because we disconnected.
Yeah. Well, count how many?
Movie night.
I'll knock it down. Yeah, as I was doing the goal, I think. All right. Well, then I'll make it cheaper because we already put 10 in. Tony already put 10 in.
Yeah.
Dealer high.
So we'll make it so we need 8 more basically.
Movie night. All right. I thought it'd be really funny.
We'll keep it with the 10 still.
Considering he's like in trouble with the community and everything, to go over Bowblax's situation from internet anarchist. What is it there? Let's see. I don't know who he stole this from. 1.4 million views. And yeah, let's go over this.
Devious way a creator could betray their friends and fans. Is it recording, then leaking private conversations in hopes of exposing them?
Recently, I got into a back and forth with Rex that has caused a lot of confusion and disappointment to what people have seen me doing, going as far as to call me the next tipster. So let me explain why I was going to leak this call in this stream and why I think Rex is worth bullying.
Is it?
Oh, I'm gonna make an argument about doing something against TOS, and that's so funny.
It's criticizing people for abusing the copyright system while doing the exact same thing behind the scenes.
Yep.
Although I was legally within my right to take down the video, morally and as a content creator, it wasn't something that I should have done.
So I just copyright striked it because it's mine. That's it. It's legal.
Or perhaps it's lashing out.
It'd be funny. Bowblax might have watched that video. Bowblax may have watched that sucker and then thought, yeah, I think she's right. He was kind of that scrambled.
At your friends for trying to help you.
5 minutes. No, that's not an apology. There's no apology. That's explanation.
I'll tell you what this was. This was years in the making. He was constantly, you know what, if you want to go back to Augie and Nick and that time for the, and it pretty much, it went on to kind of ruin the commentary community in general, at least the way it was. It's changed to something else, and that's probably okay. But it's this perfect, nobody was thinking outside the fucking box, and everybody was making sure their takes aligned. And that would be Augie, Bowblax, Nick, and pretty much they aligned with Nick. If they aligned with Nick, that's why John Swan got away with what he got away with so long.
NCO times?
No, NCO's. Oh, I saw it in there. No, what happened was that NCO shit came to us. That's the truth. Nobody started thinking. Nobody's thinking in their own. That's what happened. And so the thing was like, this is a bad take. That's a good take. So it became like a take thing. It's still there to some extent. Everybody's looking for the perfect take. Nobody's thinking. Everybody's like checking out what the other guy's doing. And it's something that I pointed out years ago, like 2017. And it just kind of took over. Oh, that's a good take. That's a bad take. And there's no outside the box type thinking. That's like, oh, Tommy, you're so fucking smart. How'd you figure out Mama Max and John Swan and everything? Because Nick didn't tell me what to fucking think. If I agreed with him, I agreed with him. If I didn't, I didn't. But I think there was a certain amount of fear that they all had of each other where they couldn't criticize each other. So how does that lead into the boo fucking level? I'll tell you. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Well, I just had a quick question. Do you think maybe part of this, like, wanting to keep the have the quote unquote right take or the good take, do you think part of that maybe had to do with their age as well? Because you got to remember they're like in their teens, kind of early.
No,
20s,
these guys. No, not when this happened. Augie, yes, but no, Bowblax, no.
Yeah.
No, the rest of them, no. And Tips is well in his 30s. if he hasn't turned 40 by now.
Yeah, Tipster has no excuse, but like,
yeah,
because I know that was the excuse.
Yeah. I think you could make that sort of like, not completely out of adolescence, early 20s stuff for the NCO types. Yeah, sure. But no, nobody in the community I was in, nobody has an excuse whatsoever. And I'm sure I've been subject to that like subconsciously. I think a lot of it doesn't happen like, it's not as like clear cut as somebody told like, well, I got to pay attention to what Nick says, and I'm just gonna like copy it verbatim. I don't think it's that like conscious. I think a lot of it's a bit subconscious as well. So let me get back to what I was talking about. So what happened here? So for months, because Nick was considered the smart one, the one with the good takes. How do you get rid of the guy with good takes? You make him look stupid. So there was constant sniping by Bowblax over and over and over and over and over and over. And Nick finally had it. He finally had it. It's like, Bowblax is coming in here after his fucking copyright horse shit, which he was clearly in the wrong, right? He tries to snipe Nick once again, and then, Nick always went easy on him. I mean, he basically fucking told me during open folders, like, why are you hanging out with those guys? He's like, because I feel bad for them to some extent. I mean, fucking, he said Augie's best friend is a retard. I kind of feel fucking bad for him. But not to say that didn't develop a real relationship, but before they got tight, that's what he told me. So I think that's where a lot of this came from. It's just a mega insecurity on his part, and we think that's the pattern. I slighted him once, and long after I thought it was over, he was still pissed off at me and at Destiny as well, even though he kind of got a W over Destiny. I know that's been kind of like reworked and rethought, and we rewrote history. Destiny looked ridiculous against Bowblax. I didn't believe what you want. It's subjective anyway, but whatever. And then I think, this is what happened. You get an autistic, insecure person that understands the way the current YouTube environment works, but that's all he understands. So yeah, I just dig in a bigger hole. Everybody's just trying to get the perfect fucking take and like look like they're a part of a group. No one's thinking on their own. Let me speak. By the way, he had done Let Me Speak. I think I wanted to say that summer too. That's the second Let Me Speak from when they were all playing what Among Us. I couldn't play Among Us. Yeah,
Among Us. Yeah.
I couldn't play Among Us then because I couldn't stay up late to play with those guys. I remember the neighbor would have had a heart attack.
Or maybe it's blaming all this behavior on a mental illness he wasn't even diagnosed with. In Bowblax's case, these transgressions were only the symptoms of a warped mindset that drove him to repeatedly take advantage of the community around him,
How do you take advantage of the community?
While playing the victim. Hi, I'm the Internet Anarchist. I create weekly YouTube documentaries.
Yeah, you're an anarchist. You anarchied everybody's fucking videos.
And today, we'll be examining the poetic downfall of the commentary creator turned lolcow, Bowblax. Why he became popular in the first place, how he maliciously manipulated people into overlooking his hypocritical antics, and what happened after the community decided they'd had enough of—
he built a career on both those two girls. I mean, that's pretty accurate.
Yeah.
He really did. And both those girls are vapid witches. So it was kind of cool. Look at this. He got a huge victory. The weird guy the nerd got the revenge over the pretty girls. And he still fucking blew it because he had to seem to be smarter than Nick,
his vindictive attitude. Throughout Bowblax's career as a creator, two fundamental desires have defined his online persona, approach to making content, and behavior around other creators. One, a desire to have his voice heard, and
he also didn't know that this is something he was never conscious of. He didn't know he was being protected. And I'm gonna say, it's like it's not a kind of like everybody went in a room and said, "Let's protect Bowblax," but he was in that clique and they were friends and they protected him. He didn't realize once that shield was gone. And you saw it after Augie left. You're on your own, kid. And it took him about a year before he screwed it up.
Recognized, and two, a desire to connect and collaborate with other creators. While these desires are present in any aspiring creator, Bowblax's success and eventual downfall would come from gradually taking them to the extreme. When Bowblax started his YouTube channel back in 2011, these desires manifested as Let's Plays of his favorite Nintendo games and collaboration projects with his online friends.
trashy trio.
No,
We can call it hashtag Believers.
Oh my god.
All right. I know. Have you guys ever looked up Rule 34 Sonic?
The first time I ever saw tits on the internet, Rooch's tits.
However, by October 2016, Bowblax would take things a step further, with a shift in
He was a big shot from the point fan. He was in every fucking thing.
focus from game commentary to drama commentary, with the video, Why I Think Leafy's Keemstar Rant is Stupid.
Hello, this is Bowblax here. I usually don't make videos like this, but today's very...
I don't remember this video fucking making any difference for him.
...special exception, because I feel like there's been a huge injustice just...
Fucking he met up through my show with Augie.
...done in the YouTube community.
They're both
Well, it's been
fans.
ongoing for a while.
I think. I don't know
I feel
for a
like
fact.
this video that Leafy's here made about Keemstar is just super stupid, super dumb. The first 6 minutes of this video
Hell, he's like struggling. He's uncomfortable.
is pure intro, pure just stupid Keemstar memes. Al's gonna skip
Just call him a drunk. Say he's stupid. He's just
through
stupid.
all
really
the way
stupid.
to his evidence as a free.
Yeah, I would have heard this. This guy, I think he'd be like, what, 23 at the time? Bowblax is like 30 now, right? Am I wrong?
I think he's around Nick's age.
Oh, he's older than Nick.
Let me look. 28. That's what famous birthday
28?
says. 28.
One viewer of Keemstar streams, Twitter videos, and Drama Alert. I'm gonna try to explain why I think this whole thing is wrong and actually try to defend Keemstar, since not a lot of people are doing it, and I think it's stupid, quite frankly, anyways.
While there was nothing wrong with Bowblax sharing opinions, viewers didn't quite agree with his thought process or reasons for defending Keemstar, with a commenter stating, "I'm really trying to understand what you were saying and to see your perspective, but your arguments get worse the more I think about and try to understand them, and I just end up hating you even more."
That's pretty funny fucking reply.
Despite
Jesus
the
Christ.
backlash, Bowblax
I wish I got hate stuff like that. Was that like elegant?
saw this as a sign to double down on drama-related content. After all, people were meaningfully engaging with his content, and it was a fresh departure from his previous gaming videos. With every upload, Bowblax steadily built up a small audience that wanted to hear about deleted or hard-to-find information about controversial figures. Even though it was just archiving other people's content, Bowblax was getting some of the recognition and success he craved. Unfortunately, the increased visibility of his channel came with some unforeseen downsides. By November of 2018, Bowblax's viral video covering a Pokemon and Keemstar controversy would get a copyright claim by a media company associated with Pokemon.
This brings me, like, I was friendly with him like through the chat, you know, like through somebody in the chat, and I think he wrote me in Discord a few times, but this would bring me and him together, and this is when I realized he was autistic.
Naturally, this caused serious outrage, as a much larger creator trying to silence a smaller one is something the community will always stand against. While YouTube later reinstated the video, the copyright controversy with Pokemon proved to be a net positive for Bowblax's career, attracting tens of thousands of new viewers to his channel. Not just that, but other creators would empathize with Bowblax's underdog status in the controversy, which allowed him to deepen connections in the drama community. The most significant of these relationships was with another up-and-coming commentary creator named Augie RFC. Together, they co-hosted the RFC After Hours podcast and discussed any relevant community drama with other commentary creators, such as—
Yeah, that's another thing too. Like Bowblax, I don't think he could deal with the fact that they made each other. You know, no, I mean they both talked. It was like, let's do a podcast, let's do what Tommy does, and we'll do it better, and we'll do it better. And they did. They succeeded. It's quite impressive. Because I was really the only one doing it, but I'm old. So why don't you get some younger, more internet like based guys? It was a fucking brilliant idea, and they executed perfectly. I think they also Nick as well, because Nick would go in there and make it more interesting. And then all those connections come through me, and then other people start going on, like Willie Mack and stuff like that. I mean, nobody does it alone. And Boba was one of these people that wanted to believe that you can do it alone. You don't.
just tipster.
It's like, I mean, like I heard Nick say this the other day on one of his shows. Like if I stay unbaited, I never meet him and nothing happens. It's just that simple. If I don't get canned from bait, like so many things had to happen that were luck. And this is not saying Nick's not talented. I think Nick is 10 times better at this than I am. And I told him that when he was here with me. So but certain things had to happen to open that door.
Shop the point, bitch.
The only reason Nick knows Bowblax or anybody because I was nice to Tipster when he was questioning me about doing a stream with Baited. The reason he ever had the fucking the chance to screw me over is because I was nice to him. So all these things have to sort of happen in order for you to get there. So what's best advice becoming a creator? Do stuff. Hope you get lucky.
Nicholas Diorio, John Swan, and Turkey Tom.
I'm with Keemstar on this whole.
What about Wavy and
you, bitch?
Wavy keeps himself.
What about you?
What are you talking to me, Cat?
No, I'm talking to you. I'm like, well, what about you? Why didn't they bring you into this too?
I'm always left out. Back in the day with the commentary, I didn't even know I don't have much influence anymore.
Oh my God, sup, Dr. Zhivago? Long time no see.
Yeah, he's been around lately. I've seen he's been around lately, Doc.
They
always leave me out.
Just Destiny, but like seeing Keem's sub count go down right after he mocked me for mine going down a couple of days ago, it does feel good. I'm not gonna lie.
Bowblax's place on the podcast simultaneously gave him front row seats to any emerging controversy worth covering on his new Twitterversus series, and a means of reaching new viewers who tuned in.
That's another thing. He doesn't know me. He doesn't meet Scrubby. Scrubby doesn't tell him the side. Because, by the way, guess who got this idea first? I heard it before he did. And said Scrubby's whole vision, Twitterversus was Scrubby's vision. The YouTuber. He said, if you just get on there and just take the tweets, I know you're on there anyway. I said, I can't do that. That's autistic. And I got to be honest with you, it probably really would have helped. It probably really would have helped. I don't think, I'm sort of glad, even though I probably lost a ton of money with that decision, and I didn't, because I think I would have quit. I mean, quit, like never done it again.
Into the show. By the 11th of April 2020, Bowblax had reached the coveted 100,000 subscriber milestone.
Yeah, he blew by all of us.
And it seemed like things would only get better from there. However, as Bowblax was achieving YouTube success, the desires that spawned his online career were about to start destroying it from the inside out.
That's pretty accurate. I know this guy probably stole this from Turkey Tom or this writing, or from AI or whatever.
The
That's
27th of February 2020, the channel KNN would upload a video titled Bowblax, YouTube content thief admits to stealing content, which, as the title suggests, showcased a very concerning side of Bowblax during a stream with Croaxis.
So you wanted to talk to Bowblax?
What do you want to say, dude?
That's not what I want to say. I'm interested in your thoughts on some things, because I've seen you talk many times, Bowblax, about people on YouTube stealing and taking other people's content. And I'm just curious what the reasoning is that you see that makes it okay for you to do that.
Well, that's Tonka. Well, they set him up. Yeah. You should have left Tonka alone. That's Tonka Saw. I didn't know about this. I know him and Tonka got into it. But like all he ever had to do was ignore him. This is post getting like laid the fuck out. You know, he had turned on me and Nick, even though we supported him through his fucking little fight thing, even after he looked ridiculous. Wow.
Well, typically, I will repost content when it's important to me or a certain drama, and only if the original content is inaccessible, like deleted or something.
While this was true for some of the videos on Bowblax's channel, it wasn't the case for the vast majority of his content, and Tonkasaw rightfully called him out for it.
That's still stealing, Bowblax. That's not yours. You don't just get to take other people's content and repost it without doing anything to it.
I did it. I can do what I want with the video.
You can do what you want with other people's content.
I always wondered about what Tonka did this for a reason. I don't think he gave a rat's fucking ass about that stuff. You know, he used to ban people in his chat and all the time and stuff. I always wondered why he targeted Bowblax. I never understood. I thought was he using it to kind of like get a comeback, because Bowblax is killing it. He was way ahead of Augie, Nick, everybody. But I always wondered about this move in particular, because I don't believe for a second that he didn't have this didn't have any kind of like a plan behind it.
Yeah.
You're allowed to do whatever you want with other people's content with no repercussions.
People can criticize me. People can say what they want about it, but
you're a thief.
You know, if I can get away with it on YouTube, so be it.
Oh God!
It's important to remember that Bowblax had previously called.
I've never heard that before. If I could get away with it, so be it. I've never heard that. Have you ever heard that before?
No, I haven't.
That's mind blowing. I wasn't aware of that. Oh, that's so funny. Jesus Christ. Because Bowblax would never back down. Doc was there when that happened. He would never back down. Yeah, like Tonka literally had a second channel where he had WWE clips. Yeah, I know. Exactly. And this is the Grapple Vision. I'm familiar with Grapple Vision, right? And that's what I'm saying. Like, I always wondered why he targeted Bowblax, because he obviously didn't fucking believe this horse shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
exactly.
Susie Lou for stealing and re-uploading other people's content without transformation. Now that he was being criticized for the same thing, Bowblax acted very hypocritically and justified his actions by saying that people could call him out, but it didn't matter because he wasn't facing any consequences. When questioned about twisting details about a previous content theft incident, Bowblax
I don't remember this, and didn't Nick defend him because there is something in fair use in the archiving front? But I'm not going to pretend to understand it. I seem to remember that.
Boldly admitted to lying.
Like, it's okay to archive or something. I forgot.
His viewers and fellow creators, only to immediately deny it afterwards.
So why did you edit DMs to try to make things look like someone was coming at you and attacking your channel, when the reality was you were committing something that you were the one doing the wrong thing? You're the one stealing.
The original DM was pretty. It didn't even matter what the original DM was.
No, it did matter what the original DM.
Yeah, I think this is over archival stuff too. Yeah, if I remember. Because remember when I went in, Doc? I wish you were here actually. And jumped in on a little fight they were having, and we were gonna like go on Tonka's side and kind of goof on Bowblax, and then he snapped at me. And I was like, fine, let Bowblax fuck you over then, fine. You remember that, Doc? Like, I thought I was, and he was like, that's when I realized it wasn't just Bowblax. It was, yeah, I think he was gonna start a campaign against the whole comment that were like me and Nick, and anybody stuck up for him. You know?
I literally just said something like, okay, which...
The debate only got more heated when Tonka Saw confronted Bowblax with evidence he couldn't deny.
You tried to negotiate. And
I don't remember any of this.
Then you lied.
I didn't try to negotiate. I was copy-pasting your message because I didn't take it.
No, you didn't put it on. No, you put it on Twitter.
I believe this is almost 6 years ago.
No.
Oh my God, next month this is 6 years.
Bowblax. I know you don't care because you're caught lying again. You're a piece of shit. You're a scumbag.
Stream and we argued, and you deleted it like a little. And
I didn't.
My channel.
This guy would go on to beat Destiny in a debate, and fucking Tonka Song destroyed fucking Destiny, destroyed Tonka Song.
No, it's not deleted. It's still up right now.
The video?
No, it's still up right now. And you've been told multiple times that you are not allowed to take my content. Bowblax, you're not allowed to take people's content.
Answer, yes or no. Is your stream?
Bowblax, you're not allowed to take my content.
Eventually, Bowblax gave up on presenting reasonable arguments and devolved the discussion to a shouting match.
He's doing that the whole time he's got Grapple Vision. Go fucking figure.
It's that you will steal, and you're like, well, if I can get away with it, it's fine.
You're the balls of fucking Tonka Song.
But you want to try to go out here and make a name for yourself by trying to go at people for stealing.
You want me to scream about your...
He already had a name for himself at that point, Tonka.
Glad that you said...
You know, I want to keep it. This is not during Bloodsports. Bloodsports is long over. Tonka's been laid the fuck out.
You stole. I'm glad that you've admitted that you stole now. I'm glad you did that.
I stole. Now you know. Now can you answer my question? Jesus.
I'm not interested in the questions of a thief.
Sounds like
the most disturbing part of this interaction wasn't Bowblax's admission to stealing content or maliciously doctoring messages he shared publicly. It was how he quickly resorted to shouting and irrational behavior when backed into a corner.
I should be in this. Those open folders.
Something that would become a running theme in Bowblax's career going forwards. For now, the content
was like a year or two before this, if I'm not mistaken.
Theft allegations from Tonka were largely discredited by Nicholas Diorio, which allowed Bowblax to come out of the situation unscathed.
In fairness, I do think Nick had a good argument, if I remember correctly.
Just mad that he re-uploaded your stream, right? That's what's something that's bothering you. That he re-uploaded your stream.
This is what I'm talking about. Bowblax didn't appreciate the shield. He didn't realize that he was protected from looking ridiculous. He did not get that. It was all him. When you think like nobody helped you and you got there, it was all your own skill. That's what happens. And almost just nobody makes it on their own.
Uploads Drama Alert.
No,
he re-uploads Gabby
you complained
Hanna,
about this like 15 minutes
he
ago.
He re-uploads J Station. He re-uploads Bumpy King.
He re-uploads videos
Drama
that are
Alert.
taken down. That's called an archive, dumbass.
However, Bowblax's positive public perception wouldn't last long, as he was about to be called out as a hypocrite yet again. In late 2020, an archive of Bowblax singing an edgy Black Lives Matter song in 2016 resurfaced online, and instantly went viral.
He said in 2016?
Mm-hmm.
I bet it's earlier.
That's what I archive. That's what internet.
I don't buy it.
Anarchist said, but you never know.
I bet it's earlier than that.
Drama community.
Some people don't know the struggle
But don't.
of being fucking black.
Fucking black.
Genie's favorite song.
We always get bullied because we are black.
Next to that and Cronin's Halloween song.
All the black should die. So me to us. Might as well kill yourself. Black lives matter. Oh, Black lives matter.
While no one took offense to the video and just laughed at it, Bowblax didn't like that it was available and copyright struck re-uploads of the song.
Yeah, Doug had a good point. I think Tonka could have been a superstar, but you know he's a liar and everything's stupid. You know, you internet people, that fucking wore on internet people after a while. You know, he wanted to do this. He was very good at it, but he wanted to make sure he was above you. I think it's how he operated in real life. You know, I can't do that on there. Just go out there and entertain. Like I remember like Medica saying that. Go out, collect your donations, entertain the people, and go. That's it. That's all you gotta do. Right? The hardest part is the entertainment, coming up with something.
Basically, what happened is people were re-uploading the Black Lives Matter song, and I was like, you know what? I don't feel comfortable with this being up and readily available for people to watch. So
your comfort.
Copyright strike because it's mine.
This is when I first started noticing. I don't feel comfortable. This is the first time I noticed that he was going on his own. But prior to this, he would ask people before he did something. But this one he did on his own because I don't think he would have liked the response he was going to get from his friends, the ones that I don't know meant well.
That's it.
And keep in mind, like I was rarely on RFC, and I didn't get involved with any. You see Edwin in there, but I mean. Well, he wouldn't ask me because I was the one that always made fun of him.
Legal.
It's one thing to copyright
I needed those pills.
Strike a video, but it's a whole different story when you copyright someone after getting your lucky break for outing someone as a copywriter.
Appreciate it. Gotta figure out people can buy memberships. I'd probably be rich.
Abuser. When other creators and fans confronted him on it,
I made it. Oh, that must have been a new one. That's my plan. Hey, Bowblax, remove this man strike, ASPA. It makes you look like hypocrites. I mean, that's even me coming out for him. Tried to 2 days ago. YouTube support is being slow. Was fucking around the copyright tab while high and took them down. My bad. Okay, yeah, I remember this. This reply to me got him in a lot of trouble. I would have done this for anybody, by the way. And I remember thinking at the time, let's see, this makes us all look like this is the all. I was worried about the all. I figured me, Tipster, all of them.
Bowblax claimed that it was just an intoxicated mistake.
I was in my copyright tab and I was trying to take down re-uploads of the Black Lives Matter song, which was a bad judgment call again. It wasn't false.
Tommy's in one clip in like 45%. That's pretty much true.
Some of them, but it was a bad judgment call, so I undid those two. But in the crossfire, I had a transformative one come up, and I accidentally striked it as soon as I figured that out.
The one that always pissed me off was fucking Moist Critical when he doesn't say my name once. I did all the fucking heavy lifting, and I know why he didn't, because he thinks I was supporting Max. No, I let him talk, and the fact that I let him talk a year and a half later got you actually got back at him, you know. But he didn't want to give me any shine, so he didn't say anything. I did the heavy lifting. He comes up and says, "Oh, fucking poor me, this guy's going too far." Yeah. He didn't give me a fucking, didn't throw me a bone.
Which was only like 10 minutes after I contacted YouTube support, and within a couple days, it went back up, and then he deleted it to make it look like it's still down. So I'm not a fucking false flagger. I'm not a fucking deplatformer. Shut the fuck up. You're retarded. And we want to compare it to like the Pokimane copyright strike or whatever. It's like, I talked with Pokimane, she apologized, I accept the apology, I was trying to give her benefit of the doubt in so many ways. This is not the same situation in the slightest, alright?
No matter how Bowblax
in 3D Sonic games look so shitty.
Wanted to spin it, he was doing the exact same thing as Pokimane, and even though he couldn't recognize it, his close friends did.
I genuinely don't believe you accidentally struck the Black Lives Matter video after you sat with me for
Yeah, I don't think I replied to that. I'm high. I remember just seeing that and going, like whatever.
Telling me how angry you were that it was getting views. I don't believe you accidentally struck the Black Lives Matter.
I'll do any sponsorship. How much fucking people? How about I can get a sponsor? I'm getting more people than normal. I got 100 people in here.
Yeah, when talking about,
I'm not even close to the goal. What's the goal anyway? Yeah, well,
movie night.
Yeah, movie night. So what do you want? I'm not getting a sponsor.
Remember, is that bad? You forgot what his own goal was.
I'm a sponsor when I'm pulling 500 people later.
that this fucking Black Lives Matter song was bothering you, and then when you were high, somebody gave you the idea to go strike, and you're like, "That's a great idea."
Yes, exactly.
It's
yes,
the
exactly.
Guy. It's the guy who got like literally his first.
And I know why it's bad. Yes, I know why it's bad.
You don't know why, because we had to sit here and fucking argue with you why. And if we've talked about all this publicly,
yeah, man, the way I remember this, Keem told like he didn't want to do this to him, but he got to the point where he just got irritated. Like he felt like he thought he was trying. Like he told. If I remember correctly, he told me. I don't know what part. I don't think it's going to be in this video. Like Bowblax, after all his controversy, he was positioning himself to get over on fucking Nick and try to make him look stupid. And he's got this in his back pocket, and I think he just pissed him off to the point. Because I remember talking to Nick after this, like when he made him fucking cry and shit. He told me he felt bad about it.
You have no fucking problem with me, and I don't know who else was in the call. It was either John or Tom. We're having to explain to you why your fucking stupid strike made our fucking archive argument look really dumb.
Once again, Bowblax was
against Tonka, yeah.
Caught red-handed during a confrontation, and again, he'd resort to irrational outbursts to get his way.
One who asked.
Your apology in an hour and 45 minutes.
No, that's not an apology. There's no apology. That's explanation. Let me speak.
He does seem to be like he realized that he made him crack.
You motherfucker!
And I think he did. I think he did that on purpose. I think Nick did that on purpose to make him crack. He pushed every button that he normally wasn't pushing.
My apology is not in there. My apology was oh my god!
Now Nick feels bad.
You didn't even watch the clip! Why are you saying shit without watching the clip? Just fucking watch my shit and actually like listen to what I fucking say, dude.
Yeah. That's another thing you see. You're not listening. If you didn't fucking buy his argument, that means you weren't listening to him.
As dramatic as Bowblax's outburst was, it didn't escalate things any further, nor cause any lasting damage to his reputation.
When he does a video on himself about stealing other people's stuff, that's kind of ironic. So we got Tonka Saw, who stole WWE stuff, which I'm sure they didn't like, right? Talking about Bowblax stealing stuff, who was talking about Pokimane and the Scottish bimbo talking about stealing stuff, being a video done on all of them by a guy that just got caught stealing stuff.
Coincidence? I did not.
It's amazing.
Granted, it was a foolish way to respond to genuine criticism, but at the end of the day, the argument occurred among friends. In addition, Bowblax had removed the copyright strikes, so everyone was willing to look past it and give him a second chance. This gradually led to the "let me speak" line becoming less of a stain on Bowblax's reputation, and more of a funny moment everyone could laugh about.
Also,
but if you were the killer, you would say you wouldn't have seen me there, Bowblax.
I would
jump through a vent.
Let me speak!
I think, if I'm not mistaken, this one happened first. Because this was during the trade, that's summer 2020. I think this one happened first. Flamenco, Ollie, Edwin, Sky. Vito was there, because Vito used to play Lord Vega. Look at that, that's so funny. I think that one happened first, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it did, I'm right? Yeah.
Okay, hang on. Dude, that feels my vote. I don't think Nick is crafty enough.
With that blunder behind him, Bowblax quietly returned to his usual schedule of Twitterverses and RFC.
Yeah, he's presenting it that they're laughing because he's calling back the meme. No, that was the first time he melted down.
After Hours content. By the start of 2021, Bowblax had doubled his subscriber count and seemingly erased all traces of his prior transgressions. Unfortunately, not every creator in Bowblax's friend group was afforded the same level of mercy and forgiveness. Individuals like Tipster, John Swan, and Flamenco would be exiled from the RFC After Hours community following their own controversial blunders. One by one, each of these creators would succumb to the drama they once covered, and Bowblax
I never considered Flamenco like a member. I always considered Flamenco just like it was like as soon as he got going, he fucked it. He was just one of Woggies, and I didn't even know for a long time because apparently Flamenco did a lot of the same stuff I'm talking about. He was trying to have that perfect take and trying to make Nick look stupid rather than coming up with his own ideas. But that's the thing. The environment. I'm sorry, the environment that Nick and all of them were in was not an environment where people could come in with a different way of looking at things. It was the right thing. I don't think they realized it, or I don't think there was anything malicious or anything. I think most of the time they were right, but it kind of created an environment where everybody kind of had the same opinion. You know?
Yeah.
Was there?
Yeah, I think that's kind of played I think it kind of played into the fucking Green M&M thing too, to some extent, because again, not consciously. Because I was like, nah, I'm not going along with that, even though I was wrong, you know. But instead of going, doing the tips to agree to disagree, everybody, you became a bad person. So everybody played it safe. The only one, there was certain things I wouldn't play. John Swan was one of them. I knew that guy was no fucking good.
Documenting it all. While it was okay to talk about these incidents regardless of their friendship, Bowblax took things to the extreme and made it personal. With Tipster in particular, Bowblax would make several bully streams dunking on his former friend in every way imaginable. On one hand, Tipster's lolcow status made him an easy target, and no one was going to fault him for poking fun at that. On the other hand, Bowblax barely hesitated to turn against someone he once called a friend, and rarely showed any of the former members of the RFC After Hours the same forgiveness he received.
Oh no, if you were on the outs, he was way jumping on it, Yeah, if I had ever gotten the outs, he would have jumped on it in me in no time.
Either way, it was clear that Bowblax was more than willing to throw his friends under the bus the moment it became beneficial to do so. Unfortunately for Bowblax, he was about to face yet another self-inflicted controversy. But this time, the community wasn't going to give him the benefit of the doubt. By mid-2024, Oggy RFC had been on a year-long break, and Bowblax was becoming increasingly unmotivated to create content due to implied mental health issues. So even though he was at his peak numbers-wise with 300,000 subscribers, Bowblax wasn't in the best shape emotionally and lacked access—
Never was. He was always whacked out of his fucking mind. I told everybody back then, back in 2017, that the guy's nuts. I mean, all you gotta do is go to open folders and see if there's something wrong with him.
To a community that would give him the validation or respect he craved. This led Bowblax to fixate on the quickest source of validation available to him: Twitter likes. Around July 2020.
Yeah, he's exactly, Doc. You were there. He couldn't back down. He couldn't get him to back down nothing.
Before, Bowblax tried to virtue signal on Twitter.
Bowblax never should smoke. It's probably the only way he can stay calm. I don't think weed has nothing to do with it either. It's kind of baked into his character. No, I always thought Bowblax would fucking sell his mother out if he thought it helped him in the in the internet world. Vibe I always got from him.
With a post that read, "Non-binary people are badass and valid, by the way." To which Turkey Tom replies, "Thank God you chimed in." Under normal—
And that was it. That was it. And that's a fair
That was the
reply.
beginning.
That was it.
That was the beginning of the end.
That was it.
Right there.
Thank
So
God.
the
Got me out of my Bowblax. And I think that gets it because Bowblax wanted to be seen as some kind of fucking intellectual. First of all, it's YouTube drama. Who cares? Second of all, no, you've said too many goofy stuff in the past. I listened to Sylvester Stallone. They said that I heard there's some talk about you doing Shakespeare, a Shakespeare film. And Stallone looked at it, he goes, I'd love to do something like that, but here's the problem. I've done too many yo's for Poe. In other words, he can't do Edgar Allan Poe, he can't do The Raven, he can't do because he's Rambo. You know what I mean? It was the exact time that Mel Gibson came out with a version of Hamlet, right? Too many yo's for Poe.
Yeah.
You know? And because they mentioned that it was either Shakespeare or somehow Edgar Allan Poe or The Raven or some shit like that. And just the reality of the situation. Yeah, like Josh had done too many yo's for Poe at that point. You know, it'd be like me coming out and saying I'm a conservative or left-wing commentator. It'd be so fake.
The left-wing commentator would be like retarded.
It'd be ridiculous. Or a parent. How about this? A parent's advocate. You know, or some just like some fucking ridiculous shit. You know?
That would have been the end of the conversation, but Bowblax couldn't handle the fact that people weren't taking him seriously.
That was what it really came down to.
And responded with, "Okay, bro, I just wanted to say something."
I'm gonna be new Joe Rogan on the left. Yeah, that's the guy they need.
I was thinking, like tweeting, "I love pineapple on pizza. I'm not trying to virtual signal. Sucks that I can't compliment something without it becoming a big deal because it's politically and socially divisive."
Listen, fucking, is that an oxymoron? He says, "I can't comment." Because, yeah, he knew it was divisive. So he didn't even get a divisive reply. He just got like, "Oh, Jesus Christ." Well, I guess he got put down. Yeah, when you say something divisive, I mean, you know, somebody might say something because of the divisiveness of the statement, you're going to get a reaction. Like these people think they
it's not, and even with your friends, I think he thought that, like, sorry to butt in, I think he thought like everybody would kind of go with it almost. And then
why do you think that? I'm interested. I'm not like putting you on the spot.
Well, it's just like the fact that he's putting out this random shit, like, okay, non-binary people are out, because he thought he was at the top. The Twitterverses and whatnot.
Yeah,
and he
didn't. Yeah, because imagine from his perspective, like his perspective, he's got more subs than all, and he does not have the influence.
Yeah,
Nick's got all the influence.
Exactly.
You know?
That was the thing. And then like Tom was I think this was at the time Tom was really in that grind.
Yeah.
So having Tom come in. And he's probably also like, you've got to remember the whole thing where they all wanted the same take. So that could also have a factor as well of Tom being like, oh, thank God you chimed in.
Yeah, Augie had more influence, sure.
Something different.
Yeah, and I think at some level he knew because of his disability, right?
And also, as Shivago mentioned, this is during the Keffel shit too.
Yeah.
Benedict, don't chime in.
Yeah.
That's what he has to say.
Overcome with embarrassment, Bowblax immediately deleted the thread, but it was archived just as quickly by the user Alex Gekmo. However, the archives were strangely taken down some time later. This entire interaction would have gone completely unnoticed if Alex had not provided some behind-the-scenes context on why the post was taken down. A month or so ago, Bowblax went on a schizo rampage in my DMs, begging me to delete the tweet I am quoting here. After I obviously stood my ground, he got super aggressive. When that didn't work, he just started rambling in my DMs until I stopped responding. Looking at their DMs, Bowblax attempted to use mental illness as an excuse to manipulate Alex into removing his archive, with statements like, "Can you please delete the tweets? Sorry to ask, but I've legit had a mental break. Sorry for the trouble. I know."
And Alex went along with it. He's pretty vicious, if I'm not mistaken, right? Is he?
I think he's mellowed out.
He's mellowed out. I don't remember. I seem to remember him being a.
I see him come and go, basically.
Okay, so he's not that bad. I don't know. I don't remember. I just seem to remember
I don't
that.
know. I don't really see much of his stuff. I see like he does Twitter Spaces now and again.
Yeah, but I always found it fascinating that his number one detractor like fucking felt bad enough for him to kind of pull away. I always found that weird.
I know it sounds gay, but I do legit need a mental refresh, and I'm gonna touch grass for a week. Even though Alex tried to explain the tweets were harmless and suppressing them would only cause problems, Bowblax still demanded that they'd be taken down. Reading, "So you just lied when you said you'd delete shit about me if I said I was going through it? You can't just do that and expect me to respect you. I also said no offense."
Sounds like Boogie.
As if that wasn't bad enough, Bowblax blocked Alex even after he gave in to his aggressive demands, and listened to his endless excuses of going through a mental crisis from other parts of his life. For someone that built his entire brand on archiving tweets like this, Bowblax was very quick to hide information that painted him in a bad light. Before the community could properly criticize Bowblax for his hypocritical DMs with Alex, another controversy involving him was about to take shape, adding even more fuel to the fire. A few hours earlier, one of Bowblax's tweets about a situation—
Bowblax never went on Dr. K. He really should have. Let's see.
involving the creator King of Nothing earned him a few harsh but honest words from Nicholas.
I think Sonic Josh tried to run defense for it, and he's like, well, actually, this own gets...
Yeah, so now we're realizing, in order to seem smarter than Nick, we have to do something, and in some extent it's true, you have to disagree with Nick on something. Whether that disagreement makes you look bad or good probably wasn't thought of.
Kind of ruined when you notice that King of Nothing has double the likes.
Listen,
and it's like, my video has more likes.
Ireland, thanks you.
My video has tons of likes. It's like, it's so obvious he's just parroting again. Listen, I get it. Josh likes to both sides, like every controversy or whatever, just to try to like check in and make sure everyone knows they're friends and stuff. But we all know whichever one of us slights you first, you're going to spend the next 6 months on stream talking shit about. So why don't we just speed that process up a little bit?
Nick's done. You can hear it. He's done.
I don't know. What
he did so much to protect him and fucking swallowed so much stuff that aggravated him.
Running defense for him on Twitter and telling me everything he says in private, or what are we doing here? What side are we on?
Yeah, this is the King of Nothing. The King of Nothing stuff.
Are we picking a side? I don't know.
Despite Bowblax's two-faced attitude, Nicholas didn't think it was anything worth condemning him over, and simply wanted him to be better.
I have no intention of cutting Josh off. I just wanted to, I felt like I needed to check him. I don't know. There's one thing I never liked about like the way that he operates.
And I could back that up because I want to say, so that's July. I'm in Spain. And he's telling me all the same stuff. Yeah, you were with me at this point.
Yeah, this is because that you said, by the way, this is going on, so keep a lookout.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. When I left, keep an eye out.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Tommy literally told, keep an eye on Bowblax because something.
That's right.
That's right. Fishy, and he knows this. I've told it to him plenty of times. You know when like you're having sex with somebody and you say like, no, "This is this okay with you? Are you good right now? Is this cool or whatever?" Like getting like reinforcement. Josh does that in like every fabric of drama.
Unfortunately, that opinion would drastically.
Yeah, and he's doing that to define the proper take. What's going to fly and what's not. He doesn't really give much thought to what's true and what isn't, or what's meaningful and what's this. And it's just like, is this going to work on YouTube? He's completely content brained.
Change after Bowblax.
So is Chud, but just in a different way.
X was called into a stream to address the DMs from Alex.
But yeah, everything I've told Nick is what I've told King of Nothing. So it's like yeah, I shit talk him, but I do to his face and I do it to Nick.
No,
so
I'm talking about you giving Nick information about King of Nothing, about private conversations.
Yeah.
What? How is that? That's not you giving the criticism to King of Nothing. You're leaking stuff to Nick.
I'm saying like it's me talking with a friend. Sorry,
he's
there it is. There it is. Let me speak.
Like gossip, the same thing that everybody else does.
This is fucking retarded. Like we're fucking.
It is. He's actually right. He's actually right, but he can't. He could have said, "You know what? I did it. I'm sorry. Bow. That's it. I'm sorry, Nick." But he could never. It's like he could never back down. He has to go to a fucking panel and discuss this like it's like he's on goddamn Piers Morgan or something. So ridiculous, you know. I'll give Chud a bunch of free money. Fucking idiot.
You were leaking a bunch of shit about King of Nothing to Nick. You were hearing things from private conversations, then giving them to his enemies.
Gossiped about my friends to my friends.
That makes you seem like a rat.
My friends, like a fucking normal human adult.
In his defense, Bowblax claimed he had explicit approval from the King of Nothing to share the DMs, which would make him look like less of a snake. However, the fact that Bowblax was still gossiping to both parties about each other raised some red flags.
In his videos, he doesn't fucking care. That's what I love about Sam, dude. He doesn't give a shit. That's why I'm so. Like, I actually like gossiping to Sam. Like, I'm being
really, how does that work when you were just saying just then?
Fuck, I missed.
Like, it's so funny. Like, what the fuck is he doing there, or even arguing with this guy in the first place? It's like, why are you there? I know why Nick's there. Nick's one wants to see somebody. Nick wants to see somebody else give it to him besides him. You know, and fucking look who else is here. Smaggle. It's a joke. You don't have to fucking talk to any of these people.
Such a cool guy.
He thought it would be an own. Bingo. Just like with open folders. You're right. There he goes. He thought it'd be own.
I shouldn't even be talking. If I'm gonna misspeak one time, I meant that I gossiped to Nick about King of Nothing. Dude, okay, I'm done. I'm done.
For the moment, Bowblax was about to avoid criticism.
Why would he go in there to begin with? Unbelievable.
By rage quitting
I can
the
do
call,
this.
but he couldn't stop people from covering it, and
No,
it
it's
was
too late
only a
now.
matter of time before
Gotta-
his childish tantrums got him into even more trouble. By the 11th of September 2024, Bowblax began leaking a Discord call with lyrics to various creators and tried to get them to co-sign his idea of using the call for a bully stream. It was later revealed that Bowblax wasn't too fond of how lyrics covered his recent controversy and wanted to use the call to get revenge. The call wasn't special, it was mostly lyrics trying to encourage and help his friend navigate the current drama, both of which Bowblax desperately needed to hear.
I hope you take care of yourself, man.
Look where they both ended up.
From the sounds of things are pretty rough right now, but
The two transgenders getting together.
I want to see Bowblax thrive and succeed and win.
You know, I remember feeling by this time last year that I was just sick to death with him. You know, and I felt bad to the point, like not to the point where I ever help him, because it's not like I'd never done that before, but just like point of this is just too sick. It's gone too far. You know.
You know?
Yeah, for sure. All right.
For some reason, Bowblax thought this was sufficient ammunition to slander lyrics, and despite everyone advising him against it, he uploaded the bully stream anyway.
Hey everyone, Mayo Monkey here, and I wanted to take a moment to respond to the situation that happened on Twitter a few days ago, and kind of give my thoughts on the matter. In the past, when situations
Why is Tipster's voice in the background? What's going on?
have gone on involving me, I've just kind of taken it laying down and allowed people to
That is bizarre.
come to their own conclusions or whatever.
Which is the bottom. Fucking Bowblax, because lyrics is just honestly, you think he's just placating a new audience.
And I've decided I'm not going to do that this time. Recently, I got into
I wonder if Turkey Tom feels better about the whole. Because I always avoided that. It's public knowledge that that's Turkey Tom's ex-girlfriend, his girlfriend, right? Imagine, imagine if she hung around, started getting putting Turkey Tom in a dress. I would have been upset about it.
Well, it started. It started though. No, it started. Not the dress part.
What?
But remember, he started painting his nails. He wore.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It started. Yeah.
I forgot about it, but I figured that was like a new because I'd seen that in the old goth generation and the heavy metal guys would do that.
You go through the phase stuff.
Yeah.
But now with the lyrics, you know, you never know. Maybe he was starting. Maybe she was starting him down that pipeline.
Fucking lyrics did you a favor, Turkey Tom. A favor. Yes,
dodged a bullet. Man.
Yeah, maybe. Imagine being like so into pussy. You start dressing like a chick to get. It's just it's ruining my mind. It's like I'm
do a back and forth with the Rex. That has caused a lot of confusion and disappointment.
Thank you, sir. Room for migrants. Bowblax are Chinese.
To what people have seen me doing. Going as far as to call me the next tipster. So let me explain why I was going to leak this call in this stream and why I think Larex is worth bullying.
A few hours after the live stream aired, Bowblax seemingly realized the error of his ways and took it down. In a bid to mitigate the overwhelming backlash, Bowblax made a public apology to Lyrics and acknowledged his unprovoked betrayal.
By the way, I want to keep in mind, I want to get to the thing. I want you to keep in mind, I got nothing to do with this. I haven't had a problem for him for years. As far as I know, we've apologized to each other.
Y'all are cool. 3
different times. And 2 of those times was no incident preceding it, either from me or him. So I'm, he might be every so often, I'm like, I'm really sorry about this. Bowblax, we're fine. It's been years. You know?
Fortunately, the damage was already done. And from what Nicholas...
by the time you got here, we didn't even talk about Bowblax in the meeting rooms or anything, right? I don't think we ever talked about him or dealt with him at all.
No, the only time we talked about him was the July stuff.
So that was
literally
it.
The only time.
That was it. I literally had no issues with him. I was totally over it. You know. I remember the other time I was in Spain too is when he kind of got his birth, like in 2019, and people were like, I was making fun of him, and for the first time I was getting pushback. You know. How can you talk about that retard that way? You know, I mean, he had it. He'd won. He beat me. It wasn't enough.
Revealed on his stream, Bowblax seems to have a history of maliciously backstabbing his friends.
But like the big thing for me, and Josh won't deny this because he knows I can prove it, is Josh was telling me privately he was hoping that King of Nothing would backstab him. You know, his good friend that he's probably crying to right now in Discord? Okay, he was hoping that his friend would backstab him so he could farm him on stream for money. So all right, it's not just like, oh, wow, you're not going against current narrative. This guy's blowing me privately, dude.
In addition, Nicholas would share some messages and details about how Bowblax has been lying to him privately.
A couple days later, he sends me like, and I swear to God, this is what got me. He sends me a hospital wristband. And I've been fucking running this in my head, right? And I didn't know what I wanted to say because I don't know how much I can say here. And I'm not going to say.
So that was the stuff. So this is like a month later, good 30, 40 days later after I heard, because I was like, oh man, poor Bowblax. Tell him to give my best. And he wrote me after that. It was the last time he wrote me. And he's like, I appreciate you fucking thing. I was like, maybe we can have you on again and do love phones or something. That'd be funny. But I really had no idea because I really I kind of lost track of him. I didn't know about the bully streams. I really didn't because I don't care. For Tipster, I didn't until this started happening. Apparently, he'd been doing them a year at that point. And I was starting to lose interest in this shit too.
The name of the condition he claimed to have been diagnosed with. He told me that he had a disorder. And in that moment, and I'm almost positive he's told me he's had it since then, but in that moment, he told me he was 99% sure he was diagnosed with a disorder.
Apparently, Bowblax had been using that disorder to explain why he was acting up, and led everyone to believe that he was getting help.
Disorder's retarded.
Well, not only that, he told me he was being medicated for this diagnosis. Okay, they were medicating him. He told me this disorder made him stop hating Tommy C. All right, he's bettering himself. You're laughing. You're laughing. I told you my friend has a disorder, and you're laughing. No, listen. I wanted to believe this was true. Because I like Josh.
I can totally vouch. I was there.
And I feel bad for Josh. And I wanted to believe he was doing something that would be helpful for him. But after the Chud Logic stream, I called him and he told me that he's not even sure he has it. I thought he was diagnosed. I thought he was medicated. This is like Boogie's cancer.
At this point, it was clear
and keep in mind, this is going on during the Boogie's cancer thing. It's like unbelievable. It's like he went back to Pokimane and said, well, let me use her lines that got her in trouble. And hey, Boogie seems to be doing this cancer thing. Let's try that,
Bowblax had no issue lying, manipulating, or backstabbing his friends. It didn't matter how minor or major the problem was. Bowblax was willing to betray the people closest to him to maintain his ego. Not only that, but he'd find any excuses imaginable to justify it when he gets exposed. For a while, this strategy went unpunished. But this time, people were going to hold him accountable. The next day, Augie returned to streaming and hosted the debate between Nicholas and Bowblax. According to Augie, the debate was organized this way because he wanted both parties to be on neutral ground.
Nick challenges Bowblax.
Tommy C feels just Eminem, specifically the green ones.
On the air, he challenges Bowblax to a confrontation. So I start thinking, I'm like, wait a minute, hold on now. What if I just host that confrontation, right? Because it would make no sense for Bowblax to call into Nick's stream.
Boogie at least went with the cancer like a real man.
Right? Yeah. Why would Bowblax call into a stream that's hostile towards him? Just out of, the whim of my own curiosity, I messaged Bowblax, I messaged Nick, and to my fucking surprise, they agreed.
From Bowblax leaking the lyrics call to slandering people he disliked and blaming on BDP, Augie and Nicholas did not hold back while confronting him with his many sins against the community. However, as the stream went on, it became less of a debate and more of a game trying to get Bowblax to acknowledge his wrongdoings.
Okay, so what was your thought process in hindsight? Just plain English, what was your thought process and why you thought that call was valuable to publish?
Basically, he had a misunderstanding of me. I try to explain the misunderstanding, and he says he understands, but also still thinks I'm a liar.
So
yeah, boy, that summed it up, right, Doc? That's what he did to us. You're not listening. Like, no, we don't think what you're saying is true. The way you kind of put her up right there, huh? Yeah, like I said what I said. This is like he feels entitled to talk his way out of something. It's so weird. Didn't we watch this video before? Probably. It's fucking anniversary. No, because there's a bunch of shit I didn't know was in here. If we did, we didn't watch the whole thing.
Yeah.
We might have. I took Internet Anarchist.
I don't remember watching it.
I don't remember watching it. I don't care. It's a different one. We watched one a couple weeks ago. This is like, I took Internet Anarchist because I thought it was ironic. The thing starts with Tonka saying Bowblax is stealing who was struck down by Pokimane and that other Scottish bimbo, and this guy's just been recently caught stealing. It's funny.
I guess you're mad because...
Yeah, that's what it is. I took this one, it's 9 months old.
To paraphrase, because he disagreed with your assessment of how the call...
A bunch of shit in here I didn't know.
Of how the Boo Boss call went? Yeah.
And how does that reflect on his character?
Boo Boss call is like 4 years old at that point.
Because you said you were going to do a bully stream on him. I'm wondering what your initial angle was.
The initial angle for the bully stream is that he said like, "Oh, I wish you the best" or whatever. But then I see like multiple days later, he's still doing a stream on me. So I like poke him a little bit in the chat, and he like gets really desperate. Like, "Oh, where's the Bowblax content? Oh, let's bring Queen in. Oh, I need Bowblax." And I'm like, if you mean the best for me, like, why are you being so desperate to like make content out of me?
Boy, but pot kettle black. He would have done that to me or anybody fucking else. He would have really loved to do it to Diorio if he fell out of favor with the community, because that's what all these guys are like. It's the internet dummy. I mean, and he's one of, he's one of, if anybody, even your closest friends, falls out of favor with the public, you will fucking bury him and farm him and milk him. He's sitting there like, "Oh, yes, guy, he's what a fake friend." You're the same way.
Me days after the fact.
Eventually, they got Bowblax to admit that he'd been lying about the BDP diagnosis all along.
That's why it's a bully
because I
moment.
thought it was BPD.
Yeah, you ran to Alex and you said, "Hey, please don't leak. I have BPD. I got new meds. I'm sorry for freaking out." The freak out being the conversation you had. This is why I think what you're doing is bad. You also sent messages to Alex saying, "Hey, listen, please don't leak my messages. I'm not myself right now. You can leave the tweets up if you want, but yeah, I'd appreciate it if you didn't mention this DM convo. And I'm not being crazy because of this tweet. It's because of other things in my life."
I lied about
renaming the Bowblax crying stream to the Boo Boss fight was such an underrated tactic. Yeah, I guess you're right. I didn't know that, by the way.
having BPD.
That's true.
I had BPD.
One after the other, Bowblax's lies and acts of betrayal were laid bare for everyone to see. And even
this time last year, I was worried he was going to really off himself. I mean, it was really fucking bad.
Lyrics joined the call to question not just his actions, but his motives.
Bowblax, why did you record the call in the first place?
Because I was frustrated with you not accepting or calling me like a liar and a manipulator, and I wanted to have the conversation with you, and then I recorded.
And I wanted you to say I wasn't what you called me.
Back to it later,
even though there's no reason, like what you called me was completely reasonable.
It's because he was mean.
Yeah.
So you recorded the call before even raining me, so you can already like listen back to it later.
Listen back to it to see.
This idiot went on Chud too when he didn't have to fucking go on there.
You know.
What does that even mean, dude?
Instinctively, Bowblax tried to justify his malicious behavior by claiming that Lyric started it by calling him a manipulator, but Nicholas quickly reminded him that that assessment was the objective truth.
What was the danger, Bowblax? What kind of situation did you think you were entering? You think you're entering the Coliseum in a phone call on me?
You were sending it to anyone who wanted to see it.
You were calling me a liar and a manipulator.
You are a liar and a manipulator.
So what I said on my stream...
The entire call was designed to manipulate the situation.
Is that you're being manipulative in the 2020 Boo Boss shit. I guess that manipulative is like the equivalent to the N-word to you. That you can't even utter this around you or else you'll have like an insane episode.
It's not listen, it's not retarded. He has a whole video on his channel about how it doesn't bother him. But God help me, I have seen the word ableist more times in this past 2 months than I've ever read it from Josh before.
Seeing no other way to...
He really got clipped the same way fucking Tipster did. He all of a sudden starts using that language. You know, like ableist and like meaning it unironically. That's why, somebody that's like, if I gotta be honest with you, if you start using those I was watching this woman, she's over there in Minnesota, and she was like, I'm here to lend my support to the woman who was shot, but I know how people appear white tears. I am white, and I want to cry, but I know how that looks, and like, oh wow, you're totally brainwashed. So like, I start hearing stuff like that, I'm like done with you. That's like, yeah. Oh really? I'm not even joking.
No, I believe you.
Done. I'm done. I like fucking somebody brings up any kind of like internet word or it says that is not okay and talks like a kindergarten, I am done with them immediately. No, done. We're finished.
To deny it.
I use them for content,
I can't believe
but
it's
I'm
okay
never.
to say the R word now.
Yeah, exactly. You're done. I'm never. I'll use you for content, but we're never having any kind of relationship.
Bowblax caved in and explained the thought process behind leaking the call.
What was the reason why you even leaked the call to?
Because if you want to go back all the way when what's his face started doing this. Oh God, one of my first hosts that got fucking eaten alive. But he didn't wall cow himself or anything. He was just trying to suck up to. He's trying to bootlick the left. Oh fucking without toes. I tried to fucking deal and work with somebody that was buying into all that woke bullshit and still be my friend. It just didn't work. It did not work. Can't take it. Yeah, toes. Yeah, and I know no hate towards toes. Really, I still like him. But yeah, it was pretty clear that we couldn't have. We could have had a relationship, but he couldn't correct me. He couldn't constantly be correcting me. Which, by the way, he told me was 2-3 years ago and said, "No, that was really stupid on my part." But and then the damage was already done.
Smaggle and showed it around, I guess, to toast fine other creators too.
That's it. I'm done. And you too. You start talking like that, we're finished.
Mm-hmm.
What was that reason?
So you start talking about it, I started to worry about it. You start running around saying I fucking sexually harassed you or something.
That was your main. That's been your main concern, especially.
Yeah, that was a big concern, sure.
On the night of 9/11.
I want to hang around cool chicks. I don't want to hang around.
Your first concern
Yeah.
was just bringing a woman in, period, or having other women in
That's
and
true.
having a whole cat fight. That was your concern, was me getting catty. So
Yeah. Or what's her face? The other broad we kind of let in that turned on us immediately.
Yeah.
What was her name?
Hell.
I always never forget.
Fire?
The Australian girl. Oh, that girl. No, that girl was nuts. That was no. The fans didn't like her. I watched the chat. The fans didn't like her. No, this is way
Reverse
before.
hated her with a passion.
What's the girl? What's the Australian girl's name? Chat. I forgot her name. She was in the Illuminati. Yeah, it was her. Yeah, I kind of let her in too. Illuminati was a twist face. Yeah, real talented, really funny, super talented. But she started she said something I interviewed her when she was kind of coming up because she was making videos on all the commentators. And then she started going after John, dare I say illegitimately, right? And then kind of putting all this you're a
okay, buddy.
You're misogynist. I will never forget Bowblax for driving Matt Pitt away. Think about the left at the time. Bowblax gay started. Bowblax was the straw that broke the camel's back. I didn't know that. I don't think that's true. Teddy. I think there's a multitude of things that drove Matt Pitt away, and he is much happier not being in the commentary community. He did a lot of the heavy lifting in that show, and he got sick of dealing with retards because some of these retards, the fucking doc shit. Run around and tell everybody like you sending dick pics to somebody. Most probably got out, man. I had nothing to do with Bowblax. I doubt it did. You might have something to do with Bowblax in the sense of God, I was friends with that retard.
11.
Mm-hmm.
What was
Tommy was stupid enough to be friends with that retard.
What was that?
I wanted to get validation for my feelings on the call. So I wanted to shop it around to see if people agreed with me.
So you had this call with me, and unless that I agreed with you, you were going to leak this to other people.
Because I wanted to see if I was right about being angry about this call.
You'd think that Bowblax would at least.
I wanted to see. I think a lot of people do this, but he was too dumb to not tell people he did this. You know that? I think a lot of guys think I want to see how it's going to fly. At
least be somehow honest with his friends by now. But that wasn't the case, as they caught him in yet another lie.
So Connor writes Bowblax on September 12th at 3:29 p.m. He says, interesting. Well, obviously, this is a lot of content to watch, so if you had to summarize your criticisms for why he's like a monkey in a couple sentences, what would you say so I can know what is going on into it? Bowblax says, he called me a manipulative liar and that he wants to see succeed and not burn bridges with. He was super harsh but dick sucky at the same time. It's gonna make for great male monkey content next year, lol. To be honest, the streams you can skip, but listen to the call on 2x speed. It's so nuts.
Yeah, I definitely pitched it the harshest to Connor for sure, but yeah.
You call that pitching it?
I mean, you're outright
yeah.
telling him what you're...
Hey, you think I can fuck over lyrics to this?
You're caching, so...
You're outright telling him what your intentions are.
After 2.5 hours of getting confronted
Oh
with the
my
reality
God.
of his actions,
Couldn't talk to anybody this long about any of that shit.
and the inevitable impact on his reputation, Bowblax decided he'd had enough and left the call.
Alright, well, I feel like we've reached our
And it went on for another 2
Alright,
hours.
good.
You guys just
I think the conclusion is like just going to show everyone why no one should want anything to do with you.
All right, well, Keemstar wants in.
Wait, no, wait.
You are hates Bowblax.
Wait, he left.
No.
He left.
Bowblax knew there was no coming back to the commentary community after leaving the stream like that. So, to protect his pride, he blocked all of his former friends. In response, Nicholas felt it was time to show viewers just how unhinged Bowblax can be when someone wounds his pride.
These are DMs from Bowblax to you guys, I presume.
All caps.
Yeah, one of them is out already.
I helped build the community that you're setting my standards to.
What?
Density is not cool. He is not my friend. I hate him. Tippetster I hate as a meme is hate Density. He is Vival. He is not friend everyone, but you know this.
I forgot about Vival.
Literally, like
Vival,
20
yeah.
YouTubers
I forgot about
know
Vival.
my behind the scenes opinion on him. I didn't need your snarky optics check. Fucking DM me next time. Zero respect. I'm asking for bare fucking minimum, dude. Bare fucking minimum. Wow.
Ironically, this situation gave one of Bowblax's favorite bully stream targets, Tipster, the opportunity to give him a taste of his own medicine with this message: talk all the shit you want, but I knew you were next, and
I wasn't gonna say anything. I don't believe that.
That's right. Literally everything you tried to shit on me for, you did. You're a massive effing hypocrite, and I have zero sympathy for you. You're getting a taste of your own medicine, and you have no one to blame but yourself.
But he's
From
right.
this point on, things only went further downhill for Bowblax, as some old drama he was involved in would resurface and tank his reputation even further. On the 19th of September, a user on Reddit made a post highlighting some dark parts of Bowblax's time with his former gaming friend group, the Trashy Trio, reading, "The reason for posting this is to show Bowblax's current behavior is nothing new. He's always taking glee in bullying people and being two-faced. His impulses make him do terrible things to others so he can step above him." In this post, they included a number of striking claims about Bowblax and his friends bullying someone named SMT because he copied their content. Reading, "He and his friends have been harassing this person for 4 years. They made him make the video with them in hopes that they'll give him back his Twitter that they stole. They made a subreddit specifically to harass victims. Bowblax specifically asked if victim has a mental illness and is R-worded." While the full video that accompanies this post is beyond the scope of this video, it's clear that Bowblax and his friends definitely engaged in some serious online harassment.
Fix your mic.
hear us, Cody.
SMT, we know that you can fucking hear us.
Okay, there we go. My headphones cut out.
SMT, shut the fuck up. No, they didn't.
What the fuck is going? How are they streaming? Oh, they're all doing it in Discord years ago, I guess, right? Supposed to say at least 2016, though, right?
Idiot. Yes, I did.
No, they fucking didn't.
Spastic, shut up.
Okay, now answer the question then. Shut the fuck up. Give us those details.
Why do you think Sam's childish? Vent your frustration. So you can.
What do you call 4 guys playing fucking Mario same time?
Nerds.
Pedophiles. But
Quad and Mindy.
Yeah.
Because he's actually put me through hell for the past 4 years.
Explain.
Go in detail.
Regardless of how poorly they treated him, SMT didn't hold a grudge and expressed it in the following comment. "Hello there, I am the SMT mentioned in this Reddit post. Now, while what they've done was wrong back in the day, a lot of this shit was 8 to 10 years ago. We've all grown up and matured since then, and we've been on good terms for a while. I don't think it's worth trying to cancel Bowblax or Chaos Bender over this. I'm long since over this now, and none of this shit is relevant or even effing matters."
Did Bowblax lean you know this guy?
Nowadays. Over on Twitter, Bowblax was making the worst possible response to the drama, reading, "Just to let y'all know, the reason I'm blocking so much is because I'm converting my Twitter experience to specifically cater to what I need to see to make Twitter versus videos. Might unblock some people after they're done talking about me, but for now, I need to focus on my content." It didn't matter how much he betrayed people behind the scenes, or how maliciously he attacked his critics. Bowblax was incapable of understanding that he was the problem, and any apology he made was solely performative. Nowhere was this more apparent than in his apology tweet he posted several weeks after the drama, reading, "Earlier this year, I had a mental health crisis that I let get out of control, hurting many of my friends in the process. My psychotic rant to Nick from July was the catalyst to me realizing something was horribly wrong. I felt very guilty and felt it was my responsibility to update him and let him know how things are going. I jumped to BPD and started telling Nick and others that BPD was the answer, even though I didn't have confirmation from medical professionals. I'm sorry to him and others who were just trying to help me." While genuine on the surface, this apology rings hollow when you look at what Bowblax was about to do to revive his career and reputation. On the 19th of December 2024, Bowblax returned to streaming and tried to monetize what was left of his fan base with a new Bowblax plushie.
Bobby is back! He's—
Oh no, I forgot. The fucking Chris, he did it on Christmas Eve. You could have done it before that, right?
He's back, and he's blue. So many people over—
Like, I mean, this is pure autism here, and I'm not even like using that as a name calling or what have you. Like, he didn't know that what's his face bought all those. I mean, yeah, this is where I started feeling bad for him, actually, because like he had to know this wasn't going to sell, but he didn't, and that's a disability.
For the past 2 years since I launched the original Bobby plush, ever since it became kind of like a meme and a—
Yeah, exactly. It's a meme. It's the reason you sold it, because a fucking gigantic creator put a spotlight on it.
Thing online with the whole H3 and game drama and, you know, the Bobby being on the show. So many people have asked me, how can I get a Bobby? I want a Bobby for myself.
To say Bowblax was tone deaf in this video would be a gross understatement. In his mind, Bowblax still had the influence to sell such a niche item. In reality, hardly anyone had interest in the plushie, and they failed to sell enough units to go into production. After that didn't work, Bowblax tried to restart his career the same way it ended, with—
He needed the money. He's like, oh, I got money with the red one, let's do a blue one.
Controversy. By the 11th of January 2025, a throwaway Twitter account would leak images of Bowblax's Manchi OF page and claim that they got the leaks from emails shown in one of his recent streams. The Manchi profile had a description that read, "I'm the ultimate she-male. Why settle for being hot as a girl or a guy when you can do both? Down to do anything."
It's a good point. It's a good point.
Or anyone. As you'd expect, all of Bowblax's former friends were repulsed, but none of them condemned him for it and just laughed. However, that didn't stop him from trying to weaponize it against them, with a tweet that read, "I feel like I came out as non-binary at the worst time in the worst way. Happened during a mental health crisis. Gender diversity discourse online is the most volatile it's ever been, and my gender expression seems to be the least accepted type."
He's kind of right too, because this is the point in time when everybody like Trump had just gotten elected. Everybody's sick of it. We said like, oh, yeah, call me ma'am. No, fuck off. And there's no consequence for saying that from Twitter or anywhere else. Yeah, so in some sense, she's right. I think, yeah, 2 years earlier, everybody was afraid to say anything because they're afraid to lose their Twitter account. It's a good point.
Feminine with body hair. It was obvious Bowblax wanted to use his new gender identity to shield him from criticism, but no one was going to forget his vast history of lies, manipulation, and betrayals. In hindsight, everything that's happening to Bowblax right now is his own fault. He let his need for fame and validation from fans to bring out the worst in him. From his hypocritical copyright drama to his recent falling out with the commentary community, Bowblax only ever thought about his public image and channel revenue. It didn't matter if he was being a massive hypocrite in private, betraying friends, or outright bullying
What he didn't think about is put money in the bank.
Bowblax only cared if the public was aware of it. While it is possible that he can still have a career on YouTube, it will take a very long time and he'll never be able to remove the stain on his reputation or the disturbing images that got leaked to the internet. If you're hearing this, you've just reached the end of the video, and I wanted to give you a little reward for doing so. In the description, I've linked to my Spotify page, where I uploaded next week's video early. The video is titled YouTube's Most Infamous Deleted Videos.
You can do that.
Videos, and it's a super interesting watch. Don't forget to follow me on Spotify, as I'm going to be posting pretty often over there.
Good move. Let's see. Is he still active? Let me see. That's the thing. Mr. Beast getting
2 days ago.
exposed. Yeah, 2 days ago. 9 days
I think
ago.
that. I think that.
That's in between. This is in
Yeah.
between.
They also, they could be already pre-made videos, you know. So just.
I don't think he's got to stop. I mean, how much he got? He got pretty good numbers for it. Pretty normal numbers.
Yeah.
No, he'd be fine. I think he's probably handling his best. Don't gauge. Don't go and shut logic, you know, and fucking try to like clear yourself.
Yeah.
You say you'll fix it and move on, you know.
Yeah.
Don't go. It's gonna take a long time to see you stole other people's stuff. Yeah, just shut up and kind of move on.
Pull a Frogan.
Yeah, Lynn, I'm surprised you're up. 4 a.m. over here. I got some big shit for Cat. I got something for you. That motherfucker. Let's see. I'm surprised you're up. No, I fell asleep after I went ice skating today, and then woke up in the middle of the night. Then I talked to Gene.
Yeah.
Let's see what's in the news. Oh, well, I guess I didn't have this one. Whatever.
That one's probably your scrolling one.
Yeah,
So here we go.
On this day, 1 year ago, Bowblax. I came out. That was my name. Torched us all in the way we never expected. Never consented to. Oh yeah.
Consented.
Consent. The course of history forever changed. 111. Never forget Bowblax. Somebody, hold on a second. I'm gonna click on this.
Yeah.
Oh, Pimp and Pete's in there. Yeah, there's a bunch of them. Oh no.
Those are just the top. You could.
Nobody really did this. Yeah, I think.
Nobody really had a hashtag Bowblax.
Oh. This is all from last year. Hippie come home. Yeah, some of you guys are on here. 2020. DM King. Oh no, it's not much with him there. Let's try 111. Let's try hashtag 111. What do you think? So I'm afraid
111 might come up with something else. Yeah.
Nothing. Naked Chinese girl. I don't know. Hashtag nothing. That's it. He went quietly. Quietly into the night. All right. Well, there we go. That's it, Jack. Let's see. 12-year-old Japanese boy plans to quit school for video games. I agree. Good. Taro, I think that's the name. Taro already has hundreds and hundreds of followers. He streams Fortnite and dreams of competing in the World Cup. World Cup of what?
Like World Cup of Fortnite.
Oh, Fortnite.
Fortnite okay. World Cup.
He's been playing since the age of 3. Taro's family is convinced he has exceptional ability to concentrate. That's probably true. Once he spent 28 hours on the computer and was hardly with any breaks. That's not good. You're terrible parents. And so focused, he forgot to go to the bathroom and accidentally wet himself. So he's gonna grow up to be a special kind of retard.
Oh my God! Hold on. There's a video that encapsulates this perfectly. Hold on.
Okay. Let's see.
Give me a second. I'll pull this up
real
quick. Here we go. I got it. Yeah, I'm shipping it. Come on. Sure. Come on. Slow internet, slow Discord. Come on, bitch. Come on. Let me get into Tommy's DMs. Here we go.
Okay. Here we go. We're going to encapsulate this according to Genie. Hey. Ouch.
You can't run when you die. That's a new rule of the game. You talk, you die.
Demetrius, get off the game, go to the bathroom, and take a shit. Now.
Hey.
Bathroom and shit now.
Can you imagine?
Go to the bathroom and take a shit. I can smell you. Get off.
Hey,
Go to the bathroom.
Get out.
Go to the bathroom.
What the hell, Mom?
I can smell you shitting yourself. Get up and go to the bathroom. Now.
No.
Well, I love video games, but not this much.
You've never been that far into it that you just had to shit yourself?
No, because I have the feeling that I want to relieve myself. I like have this.
Get up and go.
Yeah, to go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
Get up and go.
He's like, no.
To the bathroom.
Yeah, what the hell?
Yeah, beating him up. I love the way he talks. He's got that autistic like, yeah. That's why you cut a hole in the chair.
Go to the
Disgusting.
bathroom. You're shitting yourself.
Not yet. What the hell?
Go to the bathroom. You're shitting yourself.
Not yet. No.
I will rip everything apart. I swear to God. Go to the bathroom.
Not yet.
You're shitting.
Something to like, yeah, like I guess, mom, like he's going like, what the hell? Like this never happened before. Mom, this needed to happen years ago.
Yourself.
Not yet.
You're shitting yourself. Poop is coming out of your fucking asshole. Go to the bathroom.
Not yet. What the hell?
Go.
Not yet. No.
Go to the goddamn bathroom.
Not yet.
How old was he, you think? About 30?
I was going to say like 16, 17.
Oh, God. I'm sure it wasn't easy. He's a complete retard, Tommy. What do you expect? I don't know. Yeah, I expect this. Yeah. I mean, I could see, like, who in our community would be that bad? Daggle, maybe. See that? What are you doing? What the hell? I don't think he's retarded. He wouldn't be able to play fucking Mafia 3. Carol's parents supported the decision not to attend secondary school and instead bet on esports. They believe school will kill the necessary routine and concentration after classes. The boy will be exhausted, have less time to train. There's some truth in that. He currently trains for 10 to 12. Yeah, but what about, school interaction, girls, all this other stuff? I'm sure the kid's talented. God, if this becomes like an issue, they gotta fucking probably have age limits. Like 18.
Well, they're for the competition.
That's why the fucking English. I don't know if they changed. That's why the English suck at tennis. They used to be great at tennis, and they made the other. You couldn't go into either till you got out of school. So the Americans would have all these like Jennifer Capriati's like coming out right out of high school, or even during in high school, or in her case middle school or whatever. And you had these young kids, 15, 16, 17, and the English could never compete because they'd be like 21 by the time they'd miss all the good stuff. You'll get with girls hundreds of thousands of followers, Tommy. Shaking my head. No, this is not. I'm thinking about development, you shithead. Twitter suspended for violating the rule. Twitter's been suspended. That's funny. Do you think Elon just woke up and say, "Hey, suspend the Twitter account"? That's funny. Elon suspended Elon for violating rules. Too funny. I'm not playing the tape.
Yeah, no.
But kick streamer Kobe was shot while not at. I don't think he took. I think this guy did or something, right? While live streaming.
Yes, somebody was grazed. That's all I know.
Grazed, yeah. Police say 23-year-old man was hospitalized after being grazed on the left side of his head. He's expected to recover. That's serious, man. I know what I'm going to stream in the Bronx. The boogie down, we call it back home. The boogie down Bronx. It's one thing you cannot do as a minority in these fucking ghettos is you cannot fucking flex. Somebody will shoot you. Somebody shoot you just because they're pissed off you. They have something you don't. Who's this guy? Oh, is this the Shah or Iran? By the way, I want to read something.
I think it has something to do with Persia.
Yes, I have something. As you know, Iran is in a serious state of affair. There's reports of people. I don't know. There's reports of people protesters being shot. Basically, all the cities rise up. They may overthrow the Ayatollah. They've tried it before. It hasn't worked. I remember the last time when Laura was little, in Florida, and Obama kind of hung them out to dry. President Trump said he would support them if they started shooting them. As you know, there's a guy who calls in here from Iran. His name is D's Nuts.
Yeah.
And he's never been happy. D's wrote me, and I think this is a very sincere letter. I want you guys to listen to this. Hopefully he can hear us. And he wants me to be an advocate. I don't know if I could do that, but I could definitely support a fellow fuckhead. I haven't called them fuckheads in a long time. Hey, Tommy, how you doing? Congratulations on quitting smoking. You probably don't get enough credit for that. I don't know why. I shouldn't get credit for it. I should have quit smoking years ago. Anyways, once again, I'm getting my wish. The entire country is erupted and is revolting. Not a single city is left silent, I think. And as per usual, they're cutting off the internet once more. They would cut it about an hour after I got this. I'd appreciate it if you would be our voice into whatever capacity you're able, since the lefties are completely ignoring our asses. Well, they did last time. Thank fuck for Asmund Gold. Wow. And he definitely, I don't know why you think I can help you. But anyways, this is where it's important. I'm going to the protest tonight myself. So perchance, if I don't come back, it's been a pleasure knowing you. And I think that just not goes to me, that goes out to all of you. In my opinion, fellow fuckhead. What?
Yeah. Squatron has asked, have you heard from him after that?
No. That was on the 8th.
The internet's been cut off, so.
No way to tell. I tried to voice him back because I got the message 4 hours after he sent it. And it was already too late. Because it was like, my thing is, look, don't ask them to shoot you. Try to stay as, shoot you, but I mean, don't dare them. Because, it's better to come out and protest the next day, right? We hear a lot about,
we said he was going to the one tonight, or the tonight of that, whatever that day was. So.
That's when it got nutty. Now,
yeah,
we hear all the time about people speaking up and being brave, usually only when they're on the left or what have you. And I'm not a big believer in protest and risking your life. I'm certainly not a believer in what that, and I'll call her that again, the Darwin Award winner in Minnesota. There comes a time where risking your life is the right thing to do. I cannot think of a better time than our friend D's Nuts is in. Boy, I do hope he comes back. There are sorts of reports, even as of a couple hours ago, of mass shootings. As serious as it gets.
It's
But I think D's, if I don't know this for a fact, was raised in a family that was probably benefited from the Shah. I don't think he likes the Islamization of his country. Instead, they've been terrible enemies of the United States for years, and they're one of the best friends. And it would be nice to see it go back to sort of a half Western, half or a place that's safe for Westerners, not just run by a bunch of extremist religious wackos. Which can happen. Starting to see that more and more as I watch Tucker Carlson. He gets wackier every day. Huh? So, all the best.
I haven't watched him in ages.
Yes, he's gone. He's a Christian kook. They all think because Trump won that they're good. Everybody's going to start listening to their kooky shit bullshit again. No, they're not. I'm not. I don't like any kind of authoritarianism, no matter where it's going.
What I want to know is Glenn Beck still around? Good God.
I think he's more reasonable, if you can believe that. From the stuff I've
seen.
He's a religious kook. I haven't
heard from him. Yeah. Oh, yeah. He was goofed on by the drunken peasants. That's how I know most of these names. Is freaking.
They're all fighting with each other. So. Like, Megyn Kelly. You can't tell me who I can and can't interview and stuff like that. And I don't know. It's like one of these things. Like, I don't like that either. You can put on Nick Fuentes or anything. I don't know if people are having a problem with you platforming Nick Fuentes as much as you are agreeing with him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it doesn't seem like, oh, I'm just hearing him out. It seems like a little more than that. That's what I think. But whatever. Yeah, the right wing is just like, I'm disgusted with them. Well, you want to be a Jew or an Indian these days. The heir to Iran's royal dynasty. I don't know if that's going to be a good situation either, but culturally, no, I don't know. I can't say this guy, Resma, urged the Iranian protesters to prepare to take control of the central areas of the major city. The goal is to prepare the Occupy. This guy's going to take his crown back, literally. Return of the king. The goal is to prepare the country to occupy the cities and hold them wherever possible, move towards centers and different routes and scatter up groups. Wow. Also call for Iranian workers to launch a general strike. Effective urging to listen to spot areas of protest and coordinated nationwide pressure. Be wonderful. He looks like the Shah. You know that? You probably remember. Yeah, to me, he does.
I don't. So. Yeah. I'm a baby. I've only just turned 24.
Shah, how do you spell it?
Probably S-A-H.
He looks like the Shah. Warmer.
I think they've got a...
Yeah, he does, doesn't he? That's
well, because I think they're related.
Right there. Well, yeah, they are.
Yeah, because I think they're related. Yeah, so that's why they look like.
They look a lot like each other. Well, I mean, there's looking
they have
like
the
your dad.
Same name, I'm pretty sure.
Looking like your dad.
They have the same name.
Yeah.
They have the same exact name.
He's dead. Shah's dead.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. Would you like him? I hope him. I guess he's dad. I don't know if he's dad or a cousin or whatever. Fuck do I know. Go get him. Be nice. From what I understand, Rose never ran the Rose Discord account. Destiny was messaging. So he was just messaging a dude named Solo the entire time. This is a very elaborate operation where I honestly don't know what the end goal was. This confused me. If somebody could come up and explain this to me, it'd be great, because I didn't get this when I read it.
Yeah.
Even when Solo and Rose broke up.
You might need to look at the images. Because
I read them too. I didn't really get what the fuck's going on. I don't really get it either.
I don't know.
I'm just doing the narration that Billy's doing. Maybe somebody else can explain it to me. So even when Rose broke up, Solo was pretending to be Rose, confiding to Destiny. That's very bizarre. That's weird. I don't think Destiny was paying Rose or anything, so I have no idea what the goal was. When Destiny's court case is over, I will make another video. Hopefully, he will take an interview. I don't know why he didn't. That but it'd be great if he did. And everybody start accusing you, even though you're the only one doing close to journalism. And this story is that's gone on for over a year to get wrapped. I don't know about that. Solo was pretending to be Rose so he could jerk off to Destiny. Oh, that's so funny. So did Solo ever tell you that he was catfishing Destiny? I don't know if he said that specifically. I think it's just because he liked his content, like his streams and stuff. Oh, that's so funny. And he was also like, Ben was bisexual. His name is Ben Solo? He's yanking it to Destiny? Yeah, Solo, right. So I don't know if he would derive sexual pleasure from her or not. Weird. All right, so I think I get it. So apparently, like, some of the conversations taking place with the 21-year-old man.
Well, I think that's what Willie's saying is that all of it was. What he's saying is that Destiny never had any contact with Rose. It was all through Solo.
Does that mean he didn't send her? Well, that means Solo sent her her pics, right? I don't know.
Yeah. So
I don't know. What I'm saying. I don't fucking get it.
That's what I'm understanding.
I don't want to get that deep into it. But that's funny. That's kind of hysterical. Let's see. I like when streamers get threatened.
Excuse me. I just had to administer you a ticket. It's for
good. Have a nice day.
For not having your shoes tied.
Okay. I don't like to be in camera.
Boy, LA is no fun.
He said, next time I'm gonna spit on your stupid ass. Is that what he said?
Yep. Well, I mean, lady, what do you expect? You're going around being weird, and people are gonna be weird back to you?
That's crazy.
It's LA too.
Yeah, I know. In LA, like I grew up next to New York City. Like, I just assume it'd be the same thing over there. You know?
Yeah. Like, no, I literally saw somebody like take their pants. Like, well, he looked like he had been fucked or something, and he was like limping, and his pants kept falling. That's what I witnessed. I saw a full-grown man ass for a bit. It's a bit traumatizing, but.
I saw somebody doing heroin in a fucking phone booth in Franklin when I first moved here.
Oh God!
Just say I don't want
I laughed at him.
to be on camera. Why do you have to threaten to spit on me? God, people have no fucking humor, bro.
Yeah, people have no humor. You're talking about people that are impoverished, you stupid broad. Like, they're ghetto people, you dumb bitch. I mean, I never said that. Like, wow.
Just to make a point.
What?
People like to double down just to make a point.
People like from the hood and shit and live in the city, they have like no patience. None. Like, you know, it's like they look at you, you're able to joke around and say your shoes are untied, you take it. Like, where does she, like, they look at you like, where do you get the time to do this shit? Like, how are you happy enough where you can even play around like that? That's the way they look at it. So funny.
He could have just like said that on camera.
Oh.
If you're gonna say something like that, say it on camera, you know? So camera can hear.
She's completely out to lunch.
That I read the room and kept walking, but no, he wanted to add to it.
Yeah, you know, he should have said that. He should have beat you half to death too, but he could have done both. You know, I mean, like, yeah, you're like, oh, I don't get it.
Oh.
I know we love.
And by the way, she didn't do anything, and she wouldn't deserve to get beat to death. But my point is, like, putting yourself in these situations, it could, like, you do IRL stuff, something IRL can happen. That's all I'm gonna say. You know, if he did that to her, yeah, he should go to prison and everything. But why invite these people? Like, the amount of mental illness in the United States is filled with. You go to a major city. God damn. Say Europe? You can get away with this shit in Europe. Actually, the cops will tell you to knock it off. So she's fish tank. A lot of these ex-fish tank contestants are very low-key retards. I think it's high-key retards.
It's not like we put up a fight. It's not like we had a problem. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm just having fun out here.
like okay, heard.
I wasn't put anything in the hood this time.
Yeah, I think I learned my lesson from that one.
Hey, check it out. The next time you do it, this your last warning.
Wow, now it's real.
You did it to me twice. Stop disrespecting me, bro. I don't know you. Don't let her get you in trouble. Because you a guy, bro. Stop doing that. Don't let a female get you in trouble. It's very disrespectful.
I mean, we walked away.
I don't know you. You don't know me.
Right.
Don't do me like that. I'm going through something in my life. I just...
Exactly. Bingo. People are fucking nuts. They're fucking crazy. By the way, I want to make this clear. I don't have a problem with what she's doing. I have a problem with the fact that she surprises people out there that are fucked up. That's my problem.
Lost my mother. I don't need no motherfucking weird-ass people sticking their fucking camera in my face. Fuck, bitch. You hear what I'm saying, bitch? Don't do it.
He's telling you he's going to kill you. That's what he's telling you.
Yeah, he's warning.
He's telling you he's going to kill you.
Again.
Oh, sorry.
So last warning,
Yeah, see, she didn't grow up anyway by anything.
I'm telling you, don't play.
I grew up just right next to ghetto people and knew not to fuck with them. You know?
Play with me. I don't know you. Don't play with me. I don't fuck with you. Weird ass bitch.
Yeah.
Have a nice day.
Well, if she were to try and write him another ticket, oh my god, for yelling at her.
That'd
or
have
something.
been really funny. That'd have been awful, very pawsely.
Yeah.
There are people watching you right now, and I'm saying this as a mother. Please, because you understand where we are right now. We already see how they perceive us.
They're getting mommed.
Boy, wait, just please. This is a little dramatic, sweetheart. For your mom.
You know, I realized, like, when I was a kid, we did all this stupid stuff and act like an asshole. We didn't bring a camera with us, and the world couldn't see it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now you can make money doing all the stuff we used to do as kids.
I'm going to ask you to show up for your friends. We're doing this for content, right?
Let's get it. I'm listening.
Let her talk. Let her talk.
That's annoying me. What's his name say about me? That was boring.
Miskiff is in my chat saying, do you want to gamble with me tonight? No, Miskiff, your PR is not doing well. By the way, Miskiff, because like I'm in the middle of a yap, I'm talking about things that are important, right? About how we're gonna go to war with Iran pretty soon. Miskiff, you remember when I was on Twitch?
Sneako's on it.
For that 1 month before I got
funny that Sneako probably has more political influence than Chud Logic, you know that? Even though he's fucking complete. Chud's a total wannabe and he's a complete idiot. And this guy's a complete dipshit. Like the last two people on earth you should ever listen to.
Band, and you said, oh, I'm a 3K viewer, Andy, and so you didn't want to collab because you were the big guy with 20K viewers?
Ooh.
Oh, okay. Now you're getting canceled. People are calling you all types of stuff that I don't want to repeat right now. And now you want to gamble with me on Kick, huh?
Yeah.
How the tables turn, huh? How the tables turn.
Oh, wow. Sneako's right.
Wow. I remember that.
Oh, yeah. Like that's the thing, you know, when you're moving up, I bet everybody who was a YouTuber that I told to fuck off remembers every fucking word I said and then follow me ever since, waiting for something bad to happen to me. Well, every time you say something, people remember that shit. You're a 3K Andy.
Remember that when I went over to Twitch after 2 years on Rumble? Oh, 3K viewer Andy. I don't want to call it 3K viewer Andy. And now that you don't, why don't you go gamble with Pokemon? Why don't you go gamble with Pokemon and Emerald? Go tap dance with fucking Valkyrie and Senna. What happened? All your favorite.
He is like 100%. I don't approve of this nut, but he is from a streaming perspective. He's 100% right. Like when this guy comes out of nowhere, hey, you want to go gamble tonight? We ain't friends.
Collabs you can't get anymore because they're calling you a misogynist, rapist, huh?
Yeah, I know. I mean, it's great.
Okay. It's okay. No, have fun with your gambling over there. I don't do that brain rot. Can't gamble. I don't want to go, promote more things that are destroying the world right now.
Ice the fuck out. Oh, Asmongold response to Hassan. What do you say?
We're at 20K. Yeah, it went lower for sure. But you know what else is true? Hassan's went lower too. Let's go ahead and look at that.
Why does Hassan keep doing stuff that can be checked by the every time we turn around, he's like, oh, he gives you this? Well, here are the numbers. Yeah.
It's ridiculous.
I know. God, how
so
dumb
it went
is
from
he?
29,000, 24,000 to 18,000 to 19,000. Huh. That's crazy. So are you telling me the same thing that happened to me happened to him? Wow.
And you know what tells me that he's botting and he knows that he's afraid he's going to come out. So he's going to pull a Bowblax, try to get in front of it, and then I'm getting caught. That's the next thing. I wonder if Hassan gets caught outright fucking, like, no denial. Twitch is going to have to spend him for a day or two.
That's shocking. Can you believe that? Oh, man. Who could have ever guessed? So I don't think Hassan was botting either. I don't think so. And if he was, he wasn't doing it knowingly. And so...
that's what I'm waiting to find out. I'm waiting to find out he was doing it knowingly. Somebody snitches on him.
You look, these are the same days, right? So I go from 42 to 29, and this is an average viewership, right? So 42 to 29 is about a 25% drop, right? I mean, just averaging a little bit more than that, but somewhere around there.
Yeah.
So if you look at 24 to 18, that's 6. So 6 times 4, what is that? That's 24. And then you go from 24 to 18, what is that? A little bit more than 24%, 25%. Wow, that's crazy. So are you telling me that I experienced the same percentage drop that he experienced? Check the dates. I know that. They rolled out different changes and different... So what a lot of... And I understand that you guys think...
Yeah, all this looks like to me is Hassan is afraid he's going to get nailed. And he hasn't even said, like, I think you're doing it. It could be a fan doing it. You know? God, we've seen that before. It's not impossible.
Yeah.
You know?
I'm lower right now.
How much you want, everybody?
Oh, you flashed. I hate you. I did all that.
Oh my god, brother. It's an underhand. I think he's in the smoke.
I know, but I can't believe you did that. I hated it. I was about to hit him.
They just read off.
Oh!
Oh my god!
Did I triple them right now?
God!
Did I triple these now?
1, 2, 3. That's a once in a lifetime luck out shot, but it's awesome.
Wow, we. Yeah.
Awesome.
Golf
Cool.
claps for that.
Golf claps for that.
Zing.
Pog. It's poggers, right? Hey,
Poggers. Pog and
Drago,
chat,
why
guys.
don't you come fucking back and do something? You ain't doing it. I'll let you do it on your phone. Things are different now. Holy 2015.
I know.
Yeah. Good job. I got to be honest with you. Dexterito has become a great fucking Twitter feed. I've actually read them more often right now. There's less woke shit in there. There's still a little bit. It's definitely a Yeet. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I saw this initially. I think
this one's from Yeet.
It's
but
also
I think it might
it's
be
also on
Dexterito
there. That's why I got
initially,
confused.
But yeah.
But no, to talk about Dexterito has been really good. Why
They
is
have been doing good,
interesting? Yeet's doing this stuff.
Yeah. Yeah,
Okay.
he's branching out.
I'm bad about it. What does Asmongold have to say?
So yeah, definitely, and I think also the world has changed, and so have I. I think that's also a big factor. Like as time has gone on, like I've considered, especially if politics keeps going. I was thinking about this a couple of days ago. Is that if things keep going this deranged, because I feel like in a lot of these cases you're not even having conversations. There's no purpose to there's no purpose to doing any of this because there's just not really let me think a good way to say it. You're not accomplishing anything by making videos about different current events whenever.
Yeah, so what though? I mean, what are you trying to accomplish?
The only people that will watch them are people that already agree with them. And,
that's no truth in that, but I mean, who cares?
And you're not really reaching anybody. You're not putting any information out there. You're not changing anybody's opinion. You're not making anybody see a different point of view. It's just you're basically.
I don't think I ever got on here and ever thought to myself, I want to change other people's opinions, even at my height. The only thing I ever wanted to do was much more selfish than that. If somebody lied about me, I was like, I want to prove them wrong, and everybody turn on them. I guess that would be the closest thing. I can't imagine worrying about that. I mean, maybe because I'm just so self-centered. But yeah, if this is real, I guess good for him, I suppose. I so don't care what people think. You know, I went through that stage where I argued with people on Facebook or argued with people when I heard them say something when I was a teenager, and I just don't care. I know enough where I can defend my positions and more think another one's stupid or disagree with it, but I don't get angry anymore. And I'll tell you something, do what I did. Don't get angry when you see stupid stuff. Your life will be better. Or when you think you see stupid stuff. Either way.
Preaching to the choir over and over and over.
Just laugh at it. It's like, it's been a lifesaver for me.
It's a circle jerk, basically. And I did think to myself, I was like, maybe I should just quit doing this because, I mean, like really, people have totally lost reality. They're totally in another world. Everybody is retarded now. And not only are they retarded, but they're intentionally retarded. And so I did think about cutting it down a lot because it's just... Like, what's the point doing it when everybody lies? You're talking to a wall. You're going to tell somebody that 2 + 2 is 4. They're going to say, no, it's 7.
I know he's talking about because, like, what did somebody write me? This is wild. Somebody wrote me, let's see. You got jump scare flashbacks. I don't know. Maybe somebody sent me something. Hang on. I don't know. I keep on thinking, somebody sent me Bowblax's pick. Like you see stuff like this. He wasn't even close to hitting him, and he shot the motherfucker tires like he's supposed to. Not only she was close enough to hit him, she hit him. And I don't think there's any shoot the tires out first. Like, what is this, a movie? This is a new. I shoot him in the leg. Like, was that the first Lethal Weapon movie? When the black guy's like, I shoot him in the leg. Yeah, I shoot him in the leg. Like, why don't you shoot them in the leg? You know, you get this. So it doesn't matter. Like, even though she hit him on camera, doesn't matter. That's what I think he's talking about. You know?
And there's never going to be a point where they listen to you. They're not going to, like, understand it. They're not going to engage in good faith. Yeah, I don't know.
It's just team picking, I guess. Yeah, you're right, but who cares? But what do I know? Maybe Maybe he really wants to save the world. Fucked if I know.
But I have thought about that. I'll make a decision about that over this year, right? If it's like worth doing or not. Because it's just that it's just so disappointing to me that so many people can be so.
Did you really think you were going to change the world? Yeah, like you don't think anybody has ever moved to your position before? You think you're going to move the bar? Oh. I used to hate those girls when I was going, I'm not going to change the world. I'm going to shut the fuck up. No, you're not. You're going to grow up, go to school, get married, have kids, and fucking get a job like everybody fucking else. You're not fucking special. But they always told you when I was growing up, like, everybody's special. And it's just not true. Not everybody got to play fucking for the New York Yankees. I know there were a handful of kids that wanted to. God, not even too many kids got to do what I got to do, like travel the world and fucking be a part of an event and stuff. You know, whatever. I got married and had kids. You know, you don't want to do that, that's fine too, but that's what most of you are going to do. And most of you are going to find if you fight that and try to go another way, life can be more difficult if it doesn't succeed. Oh, there you go.
Stupid. It is. It's so disappointing. And I think the reason why is because everybody can vote. If you want me to be honest, I think if everybody couldn't vote, we wouldn't have any of these problems.
What? What does he mean by everybody? Like he wants to raise you, like everybody, like age-wise?
But now that they can, you know, things are retarded.
Oh, I don't know.
Women shouldn't be allowed to vote. I know that.
Yeah. Agreed. 100%.
Everybody's allowed to vote. Children aren't. I know, they're trying, the UK, they're trying to get kids to vote. I don't know what that's about. Sophie Rain falls at, how do you say this guy's name? Clavicular,
like clavicles. Clavicular,
okay.
yeah.
Clavicular. For always bringing her name up. This reeks of insecurity. Well, of course he's insecure. He's like, he got a bunch of work done or something, right? So he could look beautiful. Isn't that Clavicular's whole thing? Why do you talk about me every single stream?
So,
well, go ahead.
Well, I was going to say, she's the most earned OnlyFans creator. So.
Well, okay. Why do you talk about me every single stream?
So, yeah.
Okay, I thought you were done. You do, if I'm so ugly, this man reeks of insecurity. Clavicular calls out Sophie Rand, calling her ugly and undeserving of being the most earned OF creator. Well, what the fuck does he know? Is she ugly? Probably not. If Sophie Rand,
you can see her profile picture. Scroll up.
I don't know. It looks awful young there. I don't want to say anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I can't tell. Let me check. I'll tell you if she's ugly or not.
All right, we get the Tommies. Learn how to spell Sophie first. Shoppy.
Oh, I got it.
Is Shoppy Rain?
I found it either way. I got it. I'm a natural beauty. She says I'm a natural beauty. Holy shit! This girl's ugly. Get the fuck out of here. Let me go down a little. The dust off. All right, well, you got to see this pig. Fucking this Clavicular, like he's like versed. You know, it's like perfect.
Aw, thank you,
yeah, none of you can, for all you guys are doing that, you're right in there. None of you can get this. None of you. I don't like the jersey. None of you can get it. None of you. Yeah, she's a dog. Get the fuck out of here. Listen to that weird guy and his operations and his quest to be beautiful. Shit, if you wanted chicks,
have you watched the
money.
Tom video on him?
Not yet. Maybe we should do that tomorrow, huh?
You should. It's pretty funny.
I think it's time to get like familiarized with him. Tom's one of the few guys I trust. You know,
it's pretty good. It's a bit like, honestly, like my opinion is if he didn't go down the looks maxing pipeline, he probably would have gone down like the school shooter pipeline.
Oh really? Yeah. That's what I'm starting to vibe.
That's basically that's my vibe from him. Yeah.
Weird. He just did like he took a right at school shooter, went somewhere else, which is great. Which is great.
Looks maxing. This is what we need to do. We need to get all those guys towards the looks maxing area, and they'll just complain and be that incel type there instead of actually going crazy. I mean, he did hit somebody with a car though, so.
Several monkeys have been confirmed loose in North St. Louis. One of them's named Jeff Huff.
Watch out, Jeff.
Jeff.
Yeah.
Look at the monkeys. probably one of them. He's beating his chest, running around. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Obviously, they still don't know where the primates came from. I know where they came from. Or how many are roaming the city. Those are the ones from India, right? The real pain in the ass and steal your shit. I love the fact that
good question. I have no clue.
Oh, monkeys, St. Louis. Red variant monkeys are highly intelligent and unpredictable. Look at those teeth. You want them sinking in you?
Oh, yeah.
Shit.
No.
You should fucking infect. Because they're
Red
dangerous
vervet.
too, because they have similar immune systems than we do. So you get infected from them a lot fucking easier. That's why fucking mice and monkeys, they can get you sick a lot easier. If there was a girl when I was working at Ortho, McNeil Pharmaceuticals. There was a woman that was in the Johnson & Johnson thing. A monkey threw a shit at her, right? Poop. And she like wiped it off. It got in her fucking eye and she got hepatitis C and it killed her.
Oh, damn.
And they tell me, it's like, we all, because the animals that they use at the research areas have similar immune systems than we do. So they see what, when they give them drugs and stuff, they see what's worse. The problem is, like, if a dog bites you or you touch his poop or something, nothing's probably going to happen to you, right? Because they got a different set of germs. Yeah, unless they have rabies or something like that. There's that rabies is a weird fucking disease, too. But monkeys and rabbits and certain types of rodents do. Right, you get real sick real quick. They could easily bite off
Africa as well.
Yeah, bite off your dick. Yeah, you rip your skin off, zero up. Well, I'm talking about they bite you once, maybe you get them off you, and now you have to deal with infection or their poop or something like that. Because I remember this girl, she died. She was like a year older than me, and she was going to Rutgers to be a doctor. She dropped dead. I was just security guard there. Shocking, right? Wasn't the same place, but it was. Yeah, I remember, like, they were telling us, like, like, when you're doing your rounds in the research facility, don't fuck with any of the animals. All right. I just opened the door for Peter to let them out so we could start the zombie apocalypse. Isn't that the day after tomorrow, zombie apocalypse? Like, the PETA comes in and fucking gets everybody infected. The greatest. Sneeko says he has no political... Oh, shut up.
Stop saying you're right or you're left. I'm not right or left. I'm not Democrat. I'm not Republican. I'm not a libtard. I'm not any of this. People say, oh, you're alt-right. You're a communist. I'm none of it. It is the best way to get you to support whatever war, whatever regime change, whatever Fed slop that they want you to believe in right now. Do not align yourself with any of this. I'm simply somebody who fears God. That's it. That's it. That's the only thing I align with.
I don't even believe that. Everything he's saying is right. I just don't believe him.
Anything else... Oh, you said so. He's a socialist. He's a commie.
You shouldn't get tied up in this fucking the team sport shit. That's for sure.
Yeah, the categorizing.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
It's
because you never can think out of the box. I've had people say that to me too. Like I was like, well, that's not a very conservative viewpoint. Well, so what? You're a conservative. No, sorry, it made it difficult because I'm not a monolith.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see.
He's a far-right nationalist. He's an anti-Semitic. I'm none of that. You cannot put me in any of these labels. The left-right slop.
Yeah, I can put your views in a label, whether it tends to be left or right. So you're wrong about that.
What a great way to get people distracted and get people to pick a side. Because
there's some truth in that.
When I talk about what's happening with Israel, you see people are like, you're like Hassan now. And then I go in public, and then all the Hassan fans are like, you're an alt-right bigot.
Yeah, Sneeko is whatever makes him money. Yeah, probably. But here's the thing. I'm not going to do this. I'm going to be in principle, I'm with him. In principle, I'm with him. If he says something that's correct, I'm not going to say he's wrong because he's Sneeko. But I totally get where you're coming from. He's grifters in the beginning. Yeah, sure. I got it. Yeah, he found a new grift. He's good at it.
Everyone just picking sides like it's a sports game, like it's a team. Like they put a part.
He probably heard this. Somebody say this. It means I could try that. Yeah, he's regurgitating. Yeah.
Lay on it.
But he's not wrong. I'm sorry, he's not wrong.
Remove yourself from all of this. It's all slop. Because then if you're like, oh, I'm right wing.
I don't know. I think fucking, I think Chud Logic, he's saying the girl deserved to get it, or not deserved to get it, but it was a clean shoot. I think that's a fucking Destiny move, just like Destiny moved to Kyle Rittenhouse. I think that's a move for him. 100%. Somebody wrote me in there, say, oh, like they were supposed to put me down. Chud agrees with you on the shooting. Like, well, at first I thought, well, so what? And second, I thought, well, there was no New Year's stream this year, was there? So yeah, I can see that. You know, when he moved to the right last time, or appeared to, he made some friends. So now he's going to get inside. I don't know who he's debating. It's probably going to be an easy fucking one, another gotcha thing, because he's not good faith. And yeah, so I don't know what he. I don't know what Chud believes and what he doesn't believe. To me, he's no better than Sneeko. Sneeko just has more influence.
Then you have to like
better grift.
Put a blind eye.
I don't know what he believes. I tell you what, anybody who watched me for years know exactly how I feel about things, and it hasn't changed much.
The healthcare problem. Why do we have to spend all this money in Iran, but we can't have healthcare here? Or you're a commie. You want it to be affordable? Okay, there's a housing crisis, and if I talk about the housing,
I can't listen to him. I listen to Chud. Twitch viewers started comparing Emma and Gasmago after she revealed she doesn't shower. I only take baths. Yeah, of course. We only have I wish we have a bath. I'd love to have a bath once in a while. We don't have it. Everything we have here is in a shower.
Oh, really?
It sucks.
That's horrible. I love my bath.
Yeah. I'm not in the bath all the time like a chick, but I like it once in a while.
It's a good like stress relief type thing.
Yeah. I need one of those like once a month.
It's a great relaxing thing. Yeah.
You wouldn't have fit down in Germany.
Like a hot tub place or something.
You're kind of right. Yeah, you should have heard how ice skating went with my fat ass today. Oh. That's one of the reasons I'm up, because I passed out right afterwards. Yes, we're thinking about getting a fatty bath. It's me and my wife's got a big ass too, so hers is bigger than mine. This is great. Top Lock Nosbuster says Nessie is fake after 52 years of searching. As the sightings are shipwrecks and other natural causes. You imagine putting that much time into it? 52 years. You know what? It's all bullshit. At least the guy's honest. Most people would have just wrote it till death because they felt so stupid. I fell for this? I fell for this shit? I'm a fucking Loch Ness monster. Damn. Like you could have like a dinosaur could swim around that fucking place and no one would know. You know, he finally came in. You gotta figure. Didn't Cousteau go there and he did like scans and stuff? The search is over.
I feel like they did.
Look at this guy. You know, I think he's a bunch of bullshit. Yeah, well, at least he looks like he's well in his 70s. Maybe that was the plan all along. Maybe he knew it was bullshit from the beginning, and he's like, I'm going to be Loch Ness guy, but I don't want to leave this earth having just perpetuated a lie. So I'll just say, I'll tell another lie. I'll say, yeah, I was all bullshit from the beginning. I know, you know. I've been convinced, you know, and that'd be a lie too. Yeah. Fucking, I like the fucking photo they made. That's pretty funny. Like, I never believed that one. I believed in the Icelandic talking mongoose before I believe in that one.
Really?
Yeah, that one, Jeff, the talking mongoose. You never heard of Jeff? It's awesome.
No, I've never heard of Jeff.
I think it's well, I'm not going to discuss that. Yeah. I think if there's such thing as a poltergeist agent, that's probably what it was. There's such, you know, fucking some of those phenomena. You ever see that phenomenon with the girl in the room and all of a sudden stuff starts flying around the room supposedly, and then she hits puberty and goes away. Like kind of.
No.
They had one incident in Long Island in the 50s. They incident in Newark in the 40s. It's been all over the world, yeah. And it just kind of goes away. It comes and goes. I think that's pretty much what it was. If that phenomenon's real, and I have no fucking idea.
Yeah.
I have no clue if it is or not.
We're not experts here.
No, man.
Benedict, shut up.
That particular phenomenon comes up a lot. If I was going to buy that one, well, let's say.
To be fair, this is just typical woman driver.
Jesus.
I mean, look, that's not what I'm saying, okay, guys? Yeah. I didn't say that.
I mean, we played that game before.
We
played that when we were looking at like accidents. Yeah, so a woman or man driver.
Yeah.
That's how it is. It's literally in their training manual not to discharge a firearm at a vehicle. Quit pandering to the right and be realistic. Why would I care about what the training manual says? Really? Like, why would I base my decisions
Do you know who else doesn't care about the training manual, Asmongold? Cops and soldiers of fucking dictatorships, of third world shitholes, you call them, the countries that you complain about all the fucking time. They're the ones where you get away with not caring about the training manual. Why do you do that? All the fucking, you complain, half your day, you...
Yeah, what has that got to do with the girl in Minnesota? I mean, yes, he's right, but here's the thing. What he did wrong is procedural and deserves a correction by a superior. What she did wrong is put a car in drive with the man in front of it and struck him. The one borders on vehicular homicide or potential homicide. The other is a demerit. I mean, I don't get it. So to sit there, like, you know, I guess what Asmongold is saying, I don't care about the manual, right? It just, to me, it just means, and maybe he doesn't, it's just not that relevant in this situation, because no matter what mistake he made, she doesn't have the right to hit him. And he has the right to discharge the firearm. Let's say, tell that to Derek Chauvin. Derek Chauvin. You know, sometimes, yeah, I know. He got, but you know what? Derek Chauvin should have realized, yes, I may be in the right here, but they're not. I did this as a security guard all the time. I let people go. Like, if I was told, you stop everybody, right? And I know who not to stop because I would get in trouble and lose my job. So maybe Derek Chauvin should, like, yeah, I might be in the right legally, but they're never going to fucking stick up for me. And God forbid somebody dies while I got their fucking knee in his neck. You have to put that in the possibility, too. There were certain people when I was a security guard or even in the military. Yeah, like, yeah, soldier, you do this one. It ain't no way I'm doing it to a general. You go, fuck off. Anybody comes in here? Yeah. Yeah. And some guy with fucking full bird comes in. Yeah. You know, you got to have a little thing here.
You complain about fucking Somalia or whatever the fuck else, or some third world whatever. And then the other half of the day, you complain about the fact that Americans are expected to be different to those countries. It's so fucking...
I don't know. Is what this guy did, like, on par with what goes on in Somalia and other dictatorships? Wouldn't there be a lot more examples of it, Lonerbox? Wouldn't there be, like, almost daily, like, repeated examples of something like this? The reason this is such a big story, because it's unusual.
Stupid. Like, one
minute... You just said sound like a knee-jerk liberal.
Minute, you're like, oh, these Somalis are coming here with their... And, you know, these are shithole countries. They're terrible. Look what it's like to live there. That's why I'm going to... That's relevant to the ones who are in America and are American citizens. And then the second half, you're like, well,
what happened?
If someone's...
I don't know. Did I lose him or...
Countries, they're terrible.
Oh, I think it just...
I have no clue.
Who are in America and are American citizens. And then the second half, you're like, well, if we want to enforce the law, why don't we just give people really disproportionate sentences for even petty crimes?
I don't know what he's talking about when it comes to relations. But I think there's a real difference. Yeah, I don't think that cop should have been in front of there. I think he probably could have got away without shooting. But I'm still, it's a clean shoot. Once he puts it in gear and fucking guns it. I mean, he did get drafted. I know what happened there. Next fucking person tries to hit me in the car, I'm killing them. That's what happened there. So I'm not fucking, last time I fucking let him drag me. This time it ain't gonna happen. That's what happened. You know? But he should have not walked in front of the car. But the fact that he fucking walked in front of the car, that doesn't excuse her.
Yeah.
That's one's a demerit. The other's fucking potential homicide. Sorry. No, let's see this. Arc Raiders player accepts his fate. Let's go from one thing to gaming. It really is funny how gaming has become over the last 10, 15 years. Like, these people, like, the comedy, it's not unusual to hear people talk about video games and go, like, right to fucking some serious issue. It's too funny. And if you want to laugh at me and doing it, feel fucking free. I know it's funny. Just make sure you laugh at all the other jerk-offs that take themselves a lot more seriously than I do. Yeah. Uh-oh. That's over. He's coming. I never know. Oh, what an asshole. Motherfucker, you. That guy's coming. Oh, what a... I hate that. Sorry, I hate those guys. This is the funniest gaming news. Blizzard's reportedly developing a new StarCraft game, but it'll be a third-person shooter. That's like saying, like, Nintendo's coming out with a new Mario game, but it's a first-person shooter. You said me one of them had music in it. I had to check it. One of them had the. I like those ones too. First, I mean, I got to be honest with you. You know, it's funny. StarCraft became like a legitimate esports. It was a huge thing to break through in South Korea, and then StarCraft 2 was coming out. I remember DJ Wheat ended his whole show, and he's like, everything was going to be StarCraft, and it just didn't go that far. It wasn't that big a deal. It wasn't like StarCraft 1, and everybody said it was like Zerg and all that other stuff. I mean, that was my favorite show that DJ Wheat did. It was like Live on 3, had Slasher on, there's Scoots. I wonder how old Sir Scoots is now. He was way old. He was like, he was a coach. Scoots. I love Sir Scoots. Sir Scoots, what was his name? Counter-Strike. He was Counter-Strike. Scoots, Wiki fan. How old is he? AR Scoots. I don't know. They named the fucking thing at him. No, I don't know what happened to him. Oh well. That was a great show. But there was like, we're basically dropping everything. And it was like the entire esport landscape. I'll give you a funny fucking story. I used to listen to this fucking show. I've never, if anybody's seen me play video games, I'd never had the talent to be in any kind of esports. My wife, that bitch, my ex-wife, she used that she showed the podcast I was listening to. Like, I don't know if DJ Wheaton knows that his shit was used in a courtroom, and his podcast was used in a courtroom in fucking Germany to show that I was going to leave the family and start my own esports career.
What?
Yes, my wife. I told Versus this before. That I was going to leave the army, potentially leave them, and start my own esports. That's why she filed for the divorce. Yeah, I've told yeah. See, Laura will be 18 in a few months, so I might start telling more stories about my ex. Well, I've been slowly doing it here and there. Yeah, I told Jay Lee this. Let me tell you something. I'm long over this. That was the most hurtful thing that she put in there. And you know what the best part is? Yeah, I found out later because they all do it and nobody pays attention. She didn't say anything about my drinking or nothing. Where it's just like, because culturally in Germany, oh, your husband drinks? He's a male in Germany? Right. You kidding? Unless he's beating your fucking ass, putting drinking in the complaint does nothing in this country. So they tell him, leave that out. Leave that out. In the States, it still works. Right? Right.
Yeah.
It was fucking funny. We're going back to this horse shit. StarCraft is RTS. It just shows me, we'll just take it's not even that big a name because it's like in that hard part. It's in that Dota, League, super end, high end, elite gaming esports area. StarCraft, to make it a third person shooter is the dumbest shit I've ever heard. All the judge had to do was watch Tommy on one game of any shooter, realize he ain't realistic goal. No, it wasn't. It was not a goal either. But I think that the podcast is so unusual. Like it was sports talk radio, but that it's like, look how weird he is. That he must be doing. So when I denied it, then why do you listen to this? I think that was the idea. Then why do you listen to this podcast? Funny. It was the most hurtful thing that she said. To be honest with you, because I was in the army at the time. it's just like I've never felt more emasculated than when she said I wanted to be an esports pro. That was the meanest thing she ever said. I'm over it. And she got hers. What the fuck am I looking at? Player fools everybody in the lobby. Awesome. Wish the sound was there. That was awesome. Yo, Lord Waffle. See that? That was so cool. That reminds me of something Grutsky did in an All-Star game. Get claimed for it. Now, what happened is he was skating the puck and everybody was skating backwards. He's moving and he just hit the brakes and they all skated ahead of him. It's an All-Star thing. I can't tell. I'll get claimed for it. Yeah. Oh, wow. That was awesome. Rocket League, yeah.
Senor Waffles, good job.
Cyberpunk addresses why the male version disappeared from the game's marketing. I kind of wondered this. I don't think it's for a stupid woke reason, if I had to guess. Explains why it disappeared. Okay. Cyberpunk 2077 development seems like the male V was largely absent from promotional material of the game, saying decision of deliberate shift rather than oversight. CD Projekt Red creator Igor something Slard Ski or whatever his name is, provided insight on a topic while answering questions about Cyberpunk 2077 opening, responding directly to a user who asked why Male V stopped appearing in the marketing beyond the game's initial release. Male V had the whole base game marketing for himself for Phantom Libertary, which we tried to switch up. One game for each V, Zarsky said. What a question mark. We made the whole base marketing themselves. We decided to switch it up. One game for V. You know what I think they did? They're not really giving the answer here. If I had to guess.
Oh, we got Jay Lee in here, so
who?
Let's see what his Jay Lee's in here.
Oh, Jay Lee. What do you want, Jay Lee?
Oh, nothing. I saw you talking nerdy shit, so I decided to hop on in.
I want to see this. You said in the heights. I'm trying to skip ahead. Make your own pace. Prolong and build of vehicles. I think they just switched the artwork. It has less to do with the gender. I think they just switched.
Do you
the
want me to give you the context here of what?
Yeah. I want to try.
So what it is that when they came out with the Phantom Liberty thing, they decided to switch basically the marketing towards the female one because the original game had such a poor launch that probably that base cover was basically tied to that launch. So they probably decided to switch it up just to get a fresh reset.
Okay. Yeah. That's so. Yeah, it's all kind of right. Just different artwork. Maybe that's not the right. Yeah.
It just basically switched from the male protagonist to the female model protagonist.
Yeah, okay.
That's it.
I got you. Okay. Happy 111.
The one thing I've avoided.
No, it wasn't a thing. I thought they were going to post his dick all over there. His fucking. What do they call that? Because I don't have any. The stuff on your dick. The
foreskin.
Yes, I don't have it. Yeah, it was his foreskin was like fucking infected. Shit. I already gotta wash that shit. Fucking, your balls.
Peel it back and wash it. Peel it back.
Yeah, peel and wash it. Yeah, I don't have to do that. But...
Neither do I.
Yeah.
Nope. Neither.
I usually just rub one out with the soap and then this figure's clean. Now you know. Hey, hey, don't worry. You can shower when you're here, Jeannie.
Oh, thank you.
Oh, don't worry. I don't leave it there. I wash it away.
You stamp it down the drain.
That was gross.
Don't worry, if I ever go down there, he's just gonna say, "Go outside, I'll spray with the fucking hose."
Yeah, spray it down. Give you some disinfectant. Oh man, it's funny. Let's do. Oh, we didn't do the one being. Let's do Pat's and get out of here. I got videos. I got a video to make. I'll just still stay in here. Anybody wants to come in afterwards that has, what you call it?
So I missed the explanation, Tommy. So maybe you can explain to me.
Sure.
So is it that you're now doing cocaine, or is your sleep schedule just fucked?
I think it's because I went ice skating today, and it just knocked me out because I don't do any exercise, and I really got to start. So I slept as soon as I came home, and I woke up in the middle of the night, and I'm just up.
Oh, you're on a buzz.
Yeah. I think I just got it. What I got to start doing if I'm tired, I think I got to come down here and work out.
That's what I do.
I got to start working out when I'm tired. I got to work out when I need to sleep but don't feel like it.
I've started doing my workouts like an hour before bed to wear me out. And
Then I
pass out, and then yeah.
The problem is after a workout you have a burst of energy though.
Not for my fat ass.
Okay, maybe
an hour of cardio. I'm zonked.
Nesquik Oat Bragg, Blue Jacket, B, not your typical mom. Taylor D, Final Flash, Ghost Gaming, G Man, not your Pilkington, Yini, Willie Dillon, and thanks so much. If you want your name read off, highly recommend you do this. If you are like Nesquik or Oat Bag, you'll be read off in the beginning of the show. We got to start doing that again. I did it once already, but I got to get in the habit of doing that. So over $10 a month, you get read off in the end. But thanks for the Sopo. Thank you for your support. Workout, shower, then you're dead. Workout, shower. You think that's what you should do? Yeah, maybe. I gotta start doing that. Well, I'm donezo. I'm out of here. Peace. Hope you enjoyed the stream. Genie's back.
Yeah.
Bad. And then
yeah.
And I'll see you. Peace.